Did my battery just go out on my remote? It did. As if my nerves ain't already bad. When I tell y'all, I felt so bad. I was like, I'm not going live today. Ain't gonna do it. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. And I've been going live for the last 2 weeks, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. So I said I'm gonna take a break today. And the crazy thing is, I had the nerve to feel bad. I felt bad about it. So I said, well, I have to eat. So let me go ahead and fix me a little something to eat. Leftovers. I'm gonna fix me some leftovers. And just bring y'all with me. If anybody just want to see what Scylla got going on for the day. That's what I'm doing. Nothing more. That's it. It's gonna fix me a leftover plate and bring y'all with me. I felt bad today. It was the first day I wasn't going live in 2 weeks, and I felt bad. So I said, well, let me just go on and at least share my meal with you, I guess. For whoever cares. Whoever don't, it's all right. These are those salmon patties, salmon croquettes that we call them from yesterday. I don't remember how many I got. I think it was 7. So I'm down to 4. Well, 2 after this. And I thought I was going to have enough to share with my neighbor. What did I do with the potatoes? Oh, I haven't tried the potatoes yet. The mushy, but they gonna do. They will do. Hope everybody's doing good on this good tiring Monday. I am tired. Like tired. I didn't even get out the bed until like 7:30. Yesterday I didn't get out the bed till after daybreak. It was like 6:30 or so. It's getting worse, I guess. Normally I'd be out the bed and in the living room by 3, 4 in the morning. These lives are wearing me out. But it seems like that's the only way I get subscribers. And I'm on here for subscribers. Oh, wait, that's real hot. Okay, so that's going to have to go there. When I say these potatoes are mushy, understatement. It's like mashed fried potatoes. Look, a mushy mess. And I'm fixing to eat them. And I am going to eat them. Put me some barbecue. Put them back in there. And they're warm, but I think I want them to get a little hot. Just put them in for another couple seconds. I need to get me some hand soap. I keep forgetting. Okay, let's go eat. I did manage to clean up though. I ain't too trifling today. Trifling, but not, extremely trifling today. I just gotta take my trash out. That's it. Of course, I'm over here talking to myself. You know I always do. I don't mind. I talk to myself anyway. Why not do it on YouTube? I think I'm a mush. That's still good. Oh, that's hot. Y'all, even though it's a slow day for me, a tiring day for me, for some reason I just couldn't pass coming on live. I don't know why. Call me crazy. Crazy. But I appreciate y'all showing up anyways. Because it's not easy when the person on the other end, the energy is low. And I get that. And I really should have stuck to my first mind was don't even show up. Please don't show up. Because right now I feel like in this climate, people are so sensitive about people showing their emotions on here. They think everybody's lying, everybody's scamming, whatever situation is. And a lot of people are. Well, maybe not even a lot of people, but there are some that are doing that. But not all of us are on here scamming. No. When you see some of us on here emotional, it's because we're really emotional. And again, if we share the happy parts of our life, give us enough grace to share the other parts of our life. Like, if we choose to. We don't have to, but if we choose to. Give us grace. And remember that you get there sometimes too. Sometimes life is hard for you too. Sometimes the situation is tough for you too. Sometimes you can't stop yourself from crying. You don't know which way you're going to turn. You know, you go through that too. So when we go through that, give us a little grace. Not everybody out here is dough dashing. Not everybody out here is trying to bring struggle content. I struggle in my life, but I don't bring it to y'all to say, I want y'all to do something about it. Absolutely not. I'm just sharing the fact that I'm struggling. Not because I'm asking you to do something. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, yes, there are some scammers out here, and we all have to be careful. But there are some of us that are out here that are so honest that we just sharing our truth, our reality. And it may look like sometimes it may look like what somebody else is doing or going through or whatever situation is, but it's not always that. I would encourage y'all, if you have a content creator that you support, that you really enjoy, but just maybe going through some emotional things or just maybe struggling a little bit and things seem a little bit different, don't give up on that person. Don't just assume that, you know what I'm saying? Don't just assume that because you see other people talking about a handful of people that maybe everybody's doing it. Everybody's not doing it. It's not everybody. Keep supporting your people. If you see red flags, get the heck up out of there. Don't stick around. Get up out of there. Absolutely. Why is that? I don't see comments right there. Do you hear me, Jesus? When I say it really is good, I cooked this yesterday. But, and that's what I'm saying. I came on here because, and for some reason, it's not showing me the live chat. So if you say something, oh, there it is. Okay, I'm like, if you say something and I don't see it, it's because of that. It's got something to do with YouTube. So, forgive me. But, I just came on here, Jesus loves you. Because it's the first day that I wasn't going to come on. In the last 2 weeks, I've been coming live. It's the way I get my subscribers. And I was really tired, but I felt so bad about not coming live for some reason. Like I felt like I was calling in to work sick. And you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was calling in to work sick, so I felt bad. So I said, well, let me try to eat something. And while I'm eating, let me just do a little chat and just let y'all know what the F is going on up in here. And so I'm just encouraging y'all to give some of us some grace because there are some of us that are not out here scamming. We just want to show the totality of who we are. Period. And I think it would look a little different to me if every time I came on, the person I saw, if I saw somebody every day and they were always happy, that would throw me off. I feel like I can't trust you. So I would like to see the other side of people. If they get angry, even if they have to apologize, or if they have to say, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have done it. I'd much rather see the other side of the sad or the depressed or the whatever. But I can show you that without asking. I'm not asking you for no money. You hear me? I'm not asking for no money. So I can still show you that and not scam you. But some people think that scamming is only for money. Scamming is not only for money. Oh, bless your heart. Okay, when I was singing Jill Scott for trying to, I appreciate you coming back. But some people think people just scam for money. Some people scam and steal your peace, your joy, your health, your energy. They can steal a lot more from you. Understand what I'm saying? So watch out for all of that. If you come on here and all you see is me crying all the time, like, oh yeah, that's beginning to get a lot. You hear me? So I might be scamming some of your emotions or something. Be careful with me. It really does. Scamming comes in different forms. And so we don't just have to watch out for the money side of it. There's other forms. I feel like I was scammed for, I don't necessarily know what, but it took a lot for me. It took a lot of energy. It took a lot of peace. It took some of my health. I don't even know why. I don't know why, but it did happen. Since I've been on YouTube, from YouTube. And that was difficult. I'm still trying to recover from that. But nonetheless, just know that not everybody on here is trying to get something from y'all, trying to take something from you, trying to, you know, not everybody's on here doing that. Some of us are actually on here just to have communication, have conversation, to entertain, to inform, some educate, to share, just share your life, whatever situation is. Just give us a little grace. That's all I'm saying. Give us a little grace when we go through a little something. Because like I said, we're not all out here doing that. And just like I did that, my 2 cents with Miss Netta, talking about scamming and different things like that. Miss Netta asked for her supporters to step up. And I ain't gonna lie. I get where Miss Netta coming from. I don't think Miss Netta's a scammer at all. I really don't. I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying Miss Netta's perfect. I know she's not perfect. None of us. I don't agree with everything she says. But I believe overall she has a big heart and she does her best with what she has. Bottom line. But she gets so much, she gets so much hate. She gets so much hate because she's different. And then her mouth is reckless. Her mouth does get reckless. But if you could imagine all the hate that's coming at you, I'm going to be honest. I'll go over on Miss Netta's channel and just look at the comments. And because I'm 420 friendly, I laugh like nobody's business. But it's so mean. And I understand how anybody would react like that. People come at me. And I'm small. I'm not even close. People come at me. So, of course, you're going to react and say some things sometimes you may not mean, or you're not talking to the masses. You're talking to specific people, of course. So, Those that support Miss Netta, give her a little grace. Give her a little grace too. She deserves some grace. She, he, whatever you want to call it. Miss Netta don't care. Miss Netta said, "My name is Joe. Her stage name is Miss Netta. So do whatever you want to do. Say it the way you want to say it. But Miss Netta deserves grace too. She talked about the black women. That didn't offend me. She wasn't talking to me. I've done nothing to her. I felt like Miss Netta was talking to those that always comes at her. That's my opinion. Those that come at her and just completely, I think she was talking to them. Did she say it right or put it right? No. But we all know Miss Netta can't hardly talk straight. She country like I am. She from Alabama, I think. I'm from Oklahoma. We country. We can't always put our sentences straight, but that don't mean that we don't deserve some grace. Give Miss Netta some grace. Miss Netta try to go help. Miss Netta don't have a child to speak of, but Miss Netta go and give back to the, and do for the people with the book bags, with the children in the book bags. She ain't got to show y'all all the doggone book bags. Don't be no idiot. Miss Netta got to show y'all the book bags and let her put the book bags on the children's back before y'all believe it. Are y'all serious? So what if she only gave them 3 book bags? How many did you send? So what? If she only took snacks up there twice or only took enough for one class, can't you adopt a class? Is that not such thing that you can adopt a class? Who can afford? And I ain't gonna lie. When I say it's the most hilarious thing to go over on, shout out to Sean Davy Way. Sean Davy Way is hilarious when he be on Miss Netta. I'm not gonna lie. But I disagree with Sean Davy Way at times. Sean Davy Way said, no, you have to buy stuff for everybody. Well, that's ludicrous. You gonna tell me because I can't afford to buy book bags for the whole school that they won't allow me to assist them? I've never heard of that. You have to buy for everybody. That sounds crazy to me. Now, I haven't been in the school. He has children in the school. I haven't been in the school, so maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the ignorant here, but that sounds ignorant to me. So again, I don't agree with what Sean Davy Way said with certain things, but I don't agree with what nobody said. Everything that nobody says is my point. Everybody, you should never agree with everything somebody says, but you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Well, I just won't, I'm going to dislike you because you made a mistake. Because you've never made a mistake. Get out of here. How many times have you said something stupid? How many times that you retaliated and it didn't go? Come on, y'all. You was trying to defend yourself. So I feel like Miss Netta, give Miss Netta some grace. The DoorDash, Dante London. Did I say Dante London? Why do I want to call him Jordan London? I think it's a little bit different. Like Peach McIntyre, I feel like. I don't feel like Peach McIntyre scams. I'm not saying she's never effed up and scammed somebody or didn't send somebody something or what the situation is. I'm not saying she's never in her life done anything. I'm just saying I don't believe she scams. I believe she offers a service. And if people are stupid enough to go and buy her classes, not stupid enough to buy her classes, I take that back, because I believe she does have a lot of good information. Life coach, that's a stretch. Do I think Peach McIntyre could? That's a stretch, Peach. Life coach, teach you how to be a content creator. Because I feel like this. Your life has to be somewhat in order for you to. Well, maybe her life is in order. Maybe it is in order now. Maybe it is in order. I will say this. I ain't gonna lie. I will say this. For a woman her age with 9 children, Man, if I had on a hat, I'd take it off to her. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I feel like she takes great care of her children. She takes probably too much care of her husband, but that's between her and him. But I feel like as far as being a mother is concerned, I feel like Peach McIntyre takes great care of her children. I hear people talk about, yeah, Peach over there spending all her time with her 17-year-old. She act like she don't have no. That's all she got. Do you realize her 17-year-old? This is his last year in school. Her 17-year-old's gonna be out the house in a minute. She got more years with them. So of course she's gonna spend all her time with her doggone 17-year-old. That just makes common sense. I don't care if, well, she did that before. And we ain't talking about before. We talking about right now. She needs to spend time with her baby before her baby is gone. This is last year, y'all. Who would complain about this woman spending time? Well, she got other children. Yeah, and they're young enough to where once he gone, she got enough time to spend with them. Do you understand me? One-on-one time. And it looks like to me she tries to give each one of her children one-on-one time. I'm impressed. I'm impressed because I know a lot of mamas that ain't got but 2 or 3, 4 children that don't spend time with their children. Their children ain't clean. Her children usually clean. Do their hair be jacked up sometimes? Yes. Who's don't? Come through. But we want to criticize her. We want to criticize her for some of the stuff she say because she talk to the ones that criticize her because she might call you a pussy asshole. Well, that didn't affect me because I'm not a pussy asshole. I think it only affects and offends the pussy assholes. If you're not a pussy asshole, she's not talking to you. And then people come on there, and I watch Peach McIntyre's mama, Rasta Queen. Now I watch Rasta Queen, and Rasta Queen. I went over there because I was watching Peach, and Peach talked about her mama so bad. I was like, who is she talking about? So I had to go over there and check it out. Now I watch Rasta Queen. I don't watch her. I enjoy watching her cooking. Now, do I watch her other stuff? Not really. I don't care to watch her hang out with her family and they, do. But yes, I enjoy watching Rasta Queens cook. Yeah. Do I ever go on her and ask her why she make her daughter bathe in dirt? Like, y'all got to get a life. Get a life. Get a life. Do I believe it happened? Yes. And if nothing else, I believe that her daughter believes it happened, which is the most important. It doesn't matter however, what they got to do with you? Ain't got nothing to do with you. Again, you got to give some people grace. She has of course she has a past. She has a past. So do you, though. What have you done? Oh, let's see what your children will say about you behind closed doors, what you did behind closed doors. Let's broadcast that. And don't say, you can't say, and people love to say, well, I'm not exposing myself on social media. It's because they said it, so it gave me the right. No, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. It really doesn't give you the right to come and bully, bulldoze, force yourself into something. It don't give you a right to do that. It don't give you a right to do that. To tear people down because of their past, because it don't give you a right to do it. You can ask questions, but come through. Y'all stop that. We have to stop that. Either watch us or don't. It's plain and simple. You either watching Scylla because you want to watch Scylla. You don't even have to. Sometimes I'll watch people that I like and don't know what the F they talking about and don't even care. But sometimes I'll watch them. I can fall asleep to them. It may put me to sleep. You hear me? But because I support them, I trust them. Now, if they say something that's kind of off the wall, my ears are going to perk up. Like, okay, let me keep my ears open because if they say something else crazy, that might be enough for me to bounce. But no, not just because we disagree. I disagree with most people. I disagree with myself sometimes. Do you understand me? I disagree with me sometimes. I'm just saying. So we're not all going to agree with everybody we watch on here. We're not going, but we got enough is enough of going on bullying talking about people like dirty dogs. That's why the situation with the roach thing with Miss Netta, that's why I tell people when we come on, if y'all see a roach in here, no, I know it's there. I have roaches. We're not going to go through that. I've been dogging if I'm going to come over here and play like I don't have roaches and act like I don't. I got them. I got them. They not water bugs. They not crickets. They not spiders. They not foreign bugs or alien bugs. Or it's not AI. I got roaches. So, and I know, I believe some of the reason that people criticize Miss Netta so bad with it because Miss Netta tries to say, "Oh no, I don't have no," like you try to deny it, and so of course people gonna come at you with it. But I'm just saying, come on, y'all. Miss Netta's human. Miss Netta's human. Miss Netta deserves grace just like the rest of us. Miss Netta has feelings. Could you imagine somebody coming on there talking about your face so bad that you went to have surgery on live? I mean, you understand what I'm saying? They talked about her face so bad. If her face bothers you, why is you watching her? Like, yeah, come on, y'all. If my teeth or the lack thereof bothers you, turn the channel, my love. Turn the channel, because it's going to be a long time before I get teeth in my mouth. Chances are. My insurance ain't going to cover it. And it's going to cost me about $2,700 to get two full. It's going to be a minute for me. So if my appearance bothers you, turn the channel. And maybe come back a little bit later and then check with me and see if I look a little better for you. But other than that, bye. Mean every bit of it. See ya. And I'm not even monetized. I'm trying to get people. I don't want to lose nobody. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to be held hostage to nothing. I don't care how much y'all come here and tell me how poor I am or how poor I live. People come here and talk about how, oh, this must be a third world country. Well, maybe it is. Oh, you're on EBT. Is. I go shopping with my EBT every month. On live. I share my EBT. Oh, you don't have nothing. Absolutely. I live in Section 8 housing. I get food stamps. I'm low income. Do you understand me? I get less than $1,000 a month. And but I ain't coming on here begging y'all to give me nothing. I'm saying, hey, if you watch me and you support me, like the video. That's it. Watch me. If you like me, you support me, watch my videos. And if you really want to help me, hit the super chat, super thanks, super sticker. And then I also have Cash App. $ this is my therapy 123. I'm saying if you are a supporter of mine, then join my membership. It's only 99 cents a month. That's what I offer. That's what I ask. I'm not saying I can't pay my rent. Baby, my rent is paid. Do you understand me? I just got my electric bill the other day. I have a $329 credit on my electric bill. And my electric bill is only $49. I don't need no. When somebody was talking about sending me, they sent me a Cash App, Caden or Hayden, one of y'all, I'm sorry, Benjamin, I'll say that, sent me a Cash App, a $20 Cash App. I didn't know if he was going to send it or not, but what I told him, I prefer you just to do donate 20 memberships to somebody. I don't get that money because I haven't met my threshold. You have to meet $100 threshold or something, my understanding. I don't know if that's per month, I don't know. But I don't get that money. So I'm not asking you to join a membership for me to get the money. I'm saying to help support my channel so I can help grow my channel, so I can do the things that I wanted to do or whatever situation. I can do the Cash App giveaways. I can feed the hungry or whatever situation is, so I can do that. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for y'all to support me as far as pay my rent, pay my lights, I need gas money. Absolutely not. However, the Cash App that y'all sent me the other day, and I already told you names. I rode the Ferris wheel. I bought me some tissue. I shared the things that y'all helped me pay for. But I don't ask for those things for that reason. I don't do that. I pray for God. I will never, ever feel like I'm forced to do that. I pray that I don't ever have to get on here and feel forced to ask y'all to help me pay my rent or I'm going to get evicted. That would be absolutely awful. That would be awful. That would be awful. But if somebody is really and truly in that situation, somebody that ain't been taking trips, bragging about how much money they making on YouTube and all that, if they're not doing all that and flossing and buying all these expensive things, and then next month you can't pay your rent, baby, I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you. Go sell some of your stuff that you just bought. I don't have anything for you. But some people will actually reach out and help them over and over and over again. And then I come on here and say, y'all join my membership for 99 cents. And people feel like I don't just... Do you understand me? Give grace to those that deserve grace. Run from those that you need to run from. Be very careful and vigilant, because there are a lot of scammers, a lot of schemers, a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. And they out to get you, unfortunately. Not scare tactic, but they're out to get you. They're out to get you. Be careful. Keep your head on a swivel, as they say. Because it looks innocent. Not always that way. And don't give your hard-earned nothing to nobody. Especially nobody that don't deserve it. Over and over and over again. Scam me once, shame on you. Scam me twice, shame on me. Ain't gonna be no third time. You understand what I'm saying? Anywho, when I say I just came on here, y'all, I'm so tired. I'm tired. I'm not getting dressed. This is another day. I'm not getting dressed. I did go and water my plants. And as you can see, I just ate. I didn't eat much, but I ate almost a half of my salmon. And a few bites of my potato. And I'm going to munch on this throughout the day, throughout the rest of the day. This will be what I'll be munching on. Jay Anderson, you can go to hell instead of bed and fuck yourself. How about that? Before I hide you. Woo! As a matter of fact, where you go? Oh, I was looking for you. Okay, I was getting ready to say something else, good and old fashioned. I don't know that one. Jesus Loves You. The Tyler Perry. I'm not big on Tyler Perry. I'm not big on Tyler Perry, because I feel like so many other people, that a lot of his his movies and stuff, his storyline and stuff, it's like struggling black women for the most part. Struggling black women. And there has to be a better representation, or give us something to look forward to or look up to. I don't know. Just like I said, when I watched the last movie I watched, Straw, and I only watched it because I saw a lot of commentary on it. So I went ahead and watched it. And I was so upset when it kind of evoked emotion in me. I said, if you cry, I will beat you upside the head. Yes, threaten my own self. I will beat you up. You better not let one tear fall. Not necessarily because I could relate to it, but because it was so emotional. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm not big on Tyler Perry. I'm not big on Tyler Perry at all. Yeah, I mean, I feel like to whom much is given, much is required. And come on. I don't know. I don't know. He doesn't have a very good reputation around. And yeah, I don't know him personally, of course. So it's just the things that you hear. But I don't even care about that. I just feel like there's another side to black women other than struggle, other than ripping at our emotions. We got a lot of other stuff that's causing us to be bipolar, tripolar, quadpolar. Do you understand me? I'm stuck at kind of tripolar right now. But every now and again, I switch over to quad polar, and very seldom go down to bi. But yeah, yeah, you get me. I don't need no extra. Everything you do got to be that. Dog. Ain't nobody got no money. Ain't nobody got a good life. Ain't nobody had a come up. Ain't nobody had a. You had to struggle your whole. Everybody in your movies, every storyline got to. Yeah. Mm-mm. Bump Tyler Perry too. Nothing personal because I don't know him. Yeah, they are. They are repetitive. And it's like I said, it's about usually it's about a struggle. It's about a struggle or abuse or it's always something like that. And maybe you think, well, that's because that's what everybody can relate to, or that's what he see, or that's what's in. But there has to be another. Tyler Perry done been around long enough and to see there's another side of black living. There's another side. I ain't seen a lot of that side, but there is another side. I know there has to be. We are not all struggle. Just like in school, when we was coming up in school, the only thing I was taught in school was about slavery, about black people, was our struggle. Our struggle. February come around and they would try to tell us certain things about certain ones that did certain things. But to tell the truth, shame the devil, black people was always about the struggle. That's what we was taught in school. I'm sick of hearing that. I've been struggling enough my own self. I know there's another side of black living. I want to see that. Encourage me with that. Show me a single mother that is living good. That it just, show me that even if it don't exist, call those things that be not as though they are. If it don't exist, make it. Bring it into existence. Do you understand? Tyler Perry has the power, in my opinion, to bring that into existence. Show a lot of that to give us something to look forward to. If we can't see it in my generation, show us something. Maybe our children's children can see it. Maybe if our children couldn't see it, maybe the babies can see it. Give them something to look forward to. But you don't see that. You just see, you study whatever the school didn't teach us about slavery. You're going to show us on the TV screens, on the movies. And we still get to see it from one of ours, from one of our own. And we support it. It's foolishness after a while. Enough is enough. Like, show us the other side. Create that. You say you believe in the Bible. Call those things that be not as though they were. Fake it till you make it type thing. Let me show y'all that it is possible to live. That's one thing I appreciate about the Cosby Show. I don't care what nobody says. We'll never. Do I watch the Cosby Show? No, not because I can't. It's just because I'm not interested. But back then, they showed us another side of black life. That you can have a mother, father that's making good money in a home and you can raise children. They can have situational circumstances that come up and you deal with them, what the situation is, but they eat and they got nice places, nice things. They take trips. They have grandparents. Show us that. We didn't see a lot of that coming up when the Cosby Show started. But thankfully, that show showed us that part. We were used to, now we saw the Jeffersons, but the Jeffersons was on another level, in my opinion. You didn't see them with young children raising a whole lot of children. The stuff that we was normally used to. You didn't see them, whatever situation like that. So it was a little bit different to me. But with the Cosby Show, it showed you that, yeah, there is good working, high income earning black folks out there with great degrees. But if you never see that on your screen, then you don't believe that. If what you're taught in school, because that's what we was taught in school, that we were nothing more than slaves, came from Africa. I'm just now learning close to my doggone 50s that no, we belong to this land. We indigenous to this land. A lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us. This is our land. We didn't come from Africa. Africa coming to us. Do you understand me? We came from Africa. They want us to believe we came from Africa, and now Africa coming to. They trying to follow us. Is that what we saying? Why they running? The motherland. Why is everybody running from the motherland? Y'all stop that. But yet we'll have Tyler Perry who has great influence, great power, I feel like should have great responsibility. Been pulling it off for decades. And we sit back and watch. Some of us complain, but most of us support and watch. Yeah. Shame on us. Shame on us. Shame on us. Because I feel like if we require more from people, maybe they'll give us more. Stop supporting people who's not giving us nothing. I appreciate the fact that the boycott, they talked about the Black August or whatever the situation is, the boycott of the African salon braiding shops. I support that. I don't have hair, so it don't matter. It ain't gonna do nothing for me one way or another. But if y'all telling me y'all been spending y'all hard-earned money with these people for years after years after years, and they give you their asses to kiss, and y'all keep boycott them, absolutely. Does that mean they should kiss your ass? Absolutely not. But you're not gonna come into my land and disrespect me either, because God forbid we go to Africa and think we fixing to run something. We ain't. How many times we can go to Mexico and think we're gonna run something? We can't. How many can we go to Europe and think we're gonna run something? Absolutely not. We can't become part of their governments and try to change their stuff. But yet they can come and infiltrate over here and expect us to shut our black mouths. Don't work like that, my love. This is our land. You are a visitor. So you come and you appreciate your fellow melanated skinned people. Learn from and shut your mouth. That's how I feel about it. For whatever it's worth. I don't have no hair, so I don't care if people braid or not. I don't care. I don't even care about people coming over to this country legally. I don't care about that. I feel like, okay, I think that's what makes the world go round. I don't feel like, but do it legally. So anybody that's here illegally, yes, you got to go. I believe that. You got to go. It's a crime. I can't go to your country and commit a crime and then expect to be treated fair and equal. I'm not even a citizen. They don't care nothing about what I'm talking about. You has to go. Come back the right way, my love. That's it. Come back the right way. And if you can't, but what they got to do with me? Because my understanding, when the last people that was in, I don't give a F about talking about politics. I'll talk about politics. Not that I know anything about it. I don't vote, don't care to vote. Because ain't nobody in office that's working for me in the first place. Let's just get that straight. But the last folk that was in, they had all these illegals coming over here, getting all the benefits. Let me tell y'all something. I get food stamps. I get $100 and maybe $30 a month in food stamps. But yet we're seeing receipts on here where somebody has a receipt illegal was getting had. I don't know what they was getting, but on the receipt it said they had like $13,000 in food stamps and over $4,000 in cash of our money. You got to be effing kidding me. You got to be effing kidding me. I'm glad Trump came in and did. And I'm on assistance, y'all. I'm glad. Because you took the money but I can't barely eat. And I've been here my whole life. Do you understand me? I can't barely eat. I haven't been on assistance my whole life. I worked and gave in to the system. And y'all was giving this to illegals. $15,000 ballots in food stamps, $4,000 in some change in cash. Really? Get them up out of here, Trump. Go Trump. I don't care. We can't buy sugary cupcakes and cookies with our doggone food stamps. That is not necessary anyways. Feed your children better. How about that? Feed your babies better. How about that? And it costs more to eat. I just stop that. Stop selling your food stamps and then use that money to buy the healthier stuff. How about that? I guarantee you, if the government do that, the grocery stores may even go down on their prices. Because people are not going to be able to they're not going to be able to jack up those prices, because actually sweets cost a lot. My candy bars, I can buy those ones that's this big, $3.50 for one candy bar, and I usually buy 3. I could have bought 2 or 3 packs of meat with that. Do you understand me? Pop. Your children shouldn't be drinking all that pop and all that juice. Anyways, it's killing them. They doing you a favor. Not that you care, but they're doing you a favor. Forcing you to actually care about your children more than what you say. I'm on Section 8. I'm on housing. I'm on Medicare, Medicaid, whatever the situation is. I still support what they're doing. Am I nervous? Not really. But it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. But I would prefer to try to see somebody do something versus what the last folk was doing. The lady that we were supposed to be convinced was black. When it was convenient, get them up out of here. I'm so glad they're gone. I take yellow or orange. I'll take orange over somebody pretending to be black any day. I'll take the orange over somebody pretending to be black any day. Because I feel like be proud of who you are, though. Why do I want you to be claiming to be me? You're not even proud of really who you are. Get out of here, girl. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Get her the F up out of here. I don't give doggone. Let tell the truth, shame the devil. She could have been black as this doggone robe. Get her the fuck up out of here. Get her the fuck up out of here. She wasn't no good, y'all. She wasn't gonna do a damn thing for us. And she said it. I'm not gonna get up here and tell y'all I'm gonna do something just for black people, because I ain't. But I'm gonna do something just for other people. I did something just for other people. We passed all kind of laws just for Asians, just for LGBT, we passed a lot of laws for just for other people. But she'll never pass a law just for black people unless it's against us. Get her the F up out of here. F you, Kamala. I don't give a fuck what your name is. F you. Does that mean I feel like Donald Trump is the answer? Absolutely not. Donald Trump ain't for us either. But he done more for us that I've seen. And for whatever it's worth, I don't know nothing about politics. I'm just telling you what I've lived long enough to see. He's done more for us from what I've seen than... He's making laws. He's changing stuff that the other last people did, y'all, that was against us. He's changing stuff back for us. He just can't say that it's... You got to read between some of them lines. You got to read between some of the lines. Absolutely. You have to read some of the stuff he's changing. He changed something about the indigenous people. He even changed the 2 genders. So you're going to just keep pissing on my leg and telling me it's raining? We know there's only 2 genders. Why are we even having to question that? That's just stupid. We're not saying how you dress or how you act or how you present. We're not saying that. But we're saying legally there's only 2 genders. Non-binary, semosexual, what? And we supposed to be okay for somebody coming in our face with a mustache way thicker than mine, because I got one, ain't cutting it off. Mustache way thicker than mine, just because you got on some lipstick on it and some eye stuff and a dress, I'm supposed to say she. Boy, get up out of here. Get up out of here. If you want me to call you she, cut it off. But I'm not playing games with you. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for shutting that shit down. Got my doggone grandchildren confused. Got my grandchildren confused. I appreciate that, Donald. You ain't Mr. Trump, but I'm just saying, you hear me? It is too many pretenders. You understand me? And I'm just running my mouth, Jesus. People out here. And they want us to and think we stuck on stupid. We ain't stuck on stupid all the time. I was stuck on stupid. I ain't gonna lie. I was stuck on stupid for a minute. Stuck on stupid. Because I'm gonna just be honest. I don't care. I don't care about politics. I don't care about none of it. Again, these people ain't here for us. And if you see one of us get in office, trust me, they not here for us. 9 times out of 10, they're a tether. 9 times out of 10, they're not one of us. They're an other that came over here that looked like us somewhat. And so they get to go into position, but they're not here for us. They're not going to do anything for us. They're not going to help us. They're not going to look out for us. They're not going to stand for us. They're not going to do that. So I think what I've learned in all of this is if you see somebody in office that look like you, I want to say run, but be careful. I'm going to say be careful. Because 9 times out of 10, they're not you. And the other percent is they're not here for you. Because the powers that be will not let them in office if they were here for you. And if they are here for you, and they let them in office, it's because they got something on them that's so tough that they can still control them. You understand me? They know that they ain't no good, that they trifling. Now, they might be for the people, but they also got some issues. So if those issues arise, then we can still control them with the fact that we know too much of their dirt. They got a lot of dirt. We know that they mess with minors. We know that they have gambling problems. We know that they beat their wife. You know, those things. Like they may still let them in, but when they start going too far, what they start to do is, when the people start going too far with helping with our people, then they'll bring all that out, and it will turn us against them, and whatever situation is, and it all goes to hell. That's what happens. But when you see a Barack Obama, which ain't it odd that his name was so close to Osama bin Laden? No, which one was that? Osama bin Laden, Barack Obama, whichever one it was. No, y'all know who I'm talking about. Am I talking about the right person? Anyways, I'm talking to myself, but you get where I'm coming from. Yeah, watch out for them. They ain't here for you, girl. Definitely ain't here for you, boy. Let me just, black boy, they definitely ain't here for you. They want to hang you. They definitely don't want you to. They want to take you out. Because y'all are a big threat. Y'all are a big threat. If our men, whoo, if our, not African American men, if our indigenous American men, they used to call us copper colored, I hear. Always been hearing that we was Indians. Understand me. And you have to know that you know to hear the word engine. We've always heard engines. So, not necessarily what you see today. Y'all know how they did us. Y'all know how they did us. They let them come in and take over. Anywho. Isn't that odd? Am I the only one think it's odd that, now I hear Voodoo Dog call them the $5 Indians. I didn't necessarily understand what that meant. But I think it's odd that they're the ones that come in. They got casinos and all that. But you go on their reservations, they have some of the brokest, some of the dilapidated, some of the poorest people, some of the drunkest, the most drug addicted, some of the most violent people. You understand me? But they got all this casino money. Where is it going, y'all? Where they money at? Sound like somebody might have took some money that didn't really belong to them. And might not be giving it to the people that they were supposed to be giving it to, it sounds like to me. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know nothing about politics. I don't know nothing about nothing because I don't get involved in that. I'm just running my mouth. That's all. Just running my mouth. You said some people that look like you could be your, you ain't never lied. Absolutely. All because they look like you don't mean that they there for you. Don't mean they good for you. A lot of times, them the ones they sit in because you're not gonna trust somebody that don't look like you. You wouldn't trust somebody. Most of us, as Funky Dineva would say, black like this, not like this. I don't know what that means. I just hear him say that, and I think it's cute. So most of us, we're not gonna trust you if you come in not looking like us. That's why it was so easy for the Africans to come in and infiltrate and whatever, because we thought you was one of us, and we came from y'all. We thought that. That's what they told us. Then we find out they came off more boats than what we did. It was more of them that came off the boat than what they talk about the Africans. Like what? Wait, what? And I hear people say all the time, you don't think it's odd that out of everybody in the US of A's, we the only ones that can't be deported. Whenever they have a mass deportation, think about it. And I'm just talking to me, y'all. Whenever they have a mass deportation, how many of us are worried? Not one. You can't take us back far enough to try to say we came from another place. Some people can go back 2, 3, 4, 10, 17 generations, and they know they didn't come from here. You can't take us back far enough. You can't investigate far enough back to put us in another place. So we don't care about deportation. You can't take us nowhere. This is our land. This is our land, y'all. This land belongs to us. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm finding out. This land belongs to us. And yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Jesus loves you. They can't take us nowhere. How many black people, whenever they talk about ICE or deportation, how many times have you ever seen, and I don't know, Jesus, if you black, white, or anybody in between, but how many times have you heard us get nervous? Never. Never. We're not nervous about that. We don't care about, I'm saying we might care about our other people, about people that we care about, but I'm saying we ain't scared to go nowhere. There's nowhere to send us. But yet we're the ones that was brought here. We was brought here, but there's nowhere to send us back to. Oh, okay. I believe it. Okay, come through Australia. Now wait a minute, Australia. Ooh, y'all got one of my favorite baddies over in Australia. I know you don't know nothing about Bahati, baby. You don't know nothing about Bahati. But Australia got one of my favorite baddies. Oh yes, oh yes. Bahati was a bad BIT. Do you understand me? A bad black BIT from Australia. Oh, she came over here and whooped ass. Do you understand me? No, not a baddie. The a baddie, but the young ones. Why wild baddies or something. I can't remember the name that fast. But when I say, oh yes, Bahati came over there. Came over here and whooped ass. She's like the favorite. I think she gonna win that 50,000 too. I think she gonna get the 50,000. Bahati better get that 50,000. Now Bahati came over here, Jesus, with some nice weave in her hair because her hair was up under there, probably about this long. Well, when Bahati left, she didn't have no more hair than I do. Somebody done ripped all her hair out. Do you understand me? They ripped all Bahati's hair out. Baby, Bahati went on TV. She didn't say, oh my God, poor me. She said, cut all this, cut it all off. Cut it all off. I don't give a fuck. Cut it all off. And kept whooping that. Do you understand me? So respect to Australia. I said all that to say. Respect to Australia. Because Because Bahati came and she whooped some things now. She did some things. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, she's so straightforward. Straightforward and a beast with it, though. It ain't that Bahati was just straightforward. She had the hands to match. So okay, so it's an Australia thing, but y'all got respect for me. Let me tell you something. I know not to ever fight now one of you, not without a weapon. Gots to have me a weapon. If you ever run up on me, Jesus, gots to have me a weapon for you. I don't care if it's a little spray in the eyes, something, sand. If I got some sand in my hand to throw at your face, gotta have a weapon because you bitches look. I'm sorry, Jesus, I called you a bitch, but you feel what I'm saying? Oh yes. If y'all just scrap like that, I don't know. Do y'all have to fight the doggone kangaroos? What are we talking about here? Because you know kangaroos can box. Are we boxing kangaroos? And I say that ignorantly. I say that because I remember I lived in Virginia. I was going through the drive-through in a KFC, I think, and somebody asked me. So they said, "Oh, you're from Oklahoma? Oklahoma has cars?" I said, "Wait, what? Y'all, I didn't know y'all had cars. I thought everybody from like country cities and towns and states, like y'all just rode horses and buggies and stuff. Are you, first of all, we're in the drive through in a car. So obviously we have cars, understand? But for somebody to say that, and when was this? Back in the 2000s. It was early 2000s, but 2000s was early, was she asked me, did we? So yes, I say ignorant stuff sometimes too. Oh, I feel you. So your mom, you say New Zealanders can fight? Okay. So stay away from mama. Okay. If I ever meet your mama, if I ever meet you and your mama, I know I need two weapons. Two, maybe three. Because if mama can fight like that, we need three. I need three weapons on me. I need three weapons. I need to make sure I'm gonna win. You say when people ask dumb questions, they give dumb responses. But see, I'm one that I will ask the dumb question. So I now go back and look and think, oh, that's probably why they asked that, because they're idiots. I'm an idiot too sometimes. But it do piss you off sometimes, though. Oh. One thing I hate about smoking. You would think, you would think, you would think I would hate the unhealthy reasons, the health reasons. Not so much. I hate the fact you got to get a light. I hate having to get a lighter. Why does this bother me? I could buy a pack of lighters, maybe about six of them, that would probably last me a year. I don't know why I don't do that. I don't plan on stop smoking no time soon, so it would be good to do. I hate running out of lighters. I don't know why. I only have one light on hand for the most part, and I'll use it till it's gone. Then I'll get another one, and then when I need another, I gotta go to the store. It's a whole big mess. I hate that about smoking. I mean, yeah, cancer sucks, and all that, but I'm just saying, you get me. Do you actually get to, excuse me, do you actually get to go to New Zealand very often? I have not been without I have not been out of like a 30-mile radius in probably over 10 years. So disturbing. So I don't go too many places too often. out. Hopefully you'll get a chance to. Hopefully you'll get a chance to. I used to, when I thought we came from Africa, I used to want to go to Africa because I felt like it would give me a sense of belonging. I guess when you're raised to believe that where you live and all you know is not where you belong, then you long for a place of belonging, but then you find out it's because this is where you belong. This is where you belong. They tried to tell you this ain't where you belong, but this is where you belong. That's why you felt so lost. We felt so lost for so long. It's because they've been telling us for so long that this is not our land, that this land belonged to them, and they brought us over here as slaves. We've been told that our whole lives. That's all I've ever known. My mom only went to the 6th grade, so I don't know if she had enough, you know. And then I didn't think about it till now I'm starting to hear people. My mom told me when she was a little girl, she used to cry because my grandmother would go and pick cotton, and my mom's sisters would go, but my mom was too young to go, but she wanted to go. And I thought, so wait, that means my grandmother was like they were slaves? No, they weren't slaves. They were, I believe they were crop sharers. But they weren't slaves. But I didn't never put two and two together. How are they picking cotton? Because I was always told that people that picked cotton were slaves. My grandmother and my aunts were not slaves, but yet they picked cotton. They went home every day. They didn't have to pick cotton. They got paid to pick cotton. You understand me? That was their job. So, but if that's all you was told, I just didn't even think to question the fact that, wait, how did you? But my mama told me she used to cry. She said I wanted to go pick cotton with them so bad, and they wouldn't let me. I was too young. And that's crazy. That's insane. Now, mind you, this is the same grandmother who owned a cafe downtown Oklahoma City where the Thunders are. You know where the Thunders, the big basketball games happen, where now they got all the build up. They done built all these hotels and all that downtown Oklahoma. That's where my mom and them stomping grounds is. My grandmother owned a cafe down there. My grandfather owned a hotel down there. So there's no way they was picking cotton as slaves, but yet they still owned properties. I didn't think twice about that. Like, I didn't even question it. You understand me? I didn't question it. I knew I didn't like school for a reason. They was lying to us the whole time, y'all. They was lying the whole time. They was, that's why they talked about the prison to school, school to prison pipeline. That's exactly what it is. It's indoctrination. They do it in the churches. They do it in the they do it in the school. They do it in the political arena. They do it. The church, that was the biggest con I realized. That was the biggest con I realized. Absolutely. I was so disturbed when I saw how much contradiction it was in the church. I couldn't stay. I could not stay. I still love the Lord. But the religion, I want no parts of. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely. I still have a personal relationship with God. Do you understand me? I was a licensed minister in the church. I was the youth minister. I was the minister over the baby, the infants. I was in the church. You understand me? I did put on conferences for the men's department, for the women's department. And I believe there's a place for church if you're sitting under the right people and you have the understanding that these are not perfect people. You don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything they say. Don't believe keep your head on a swivel. But I'm going to be honest. I use church as like a barometer, if that's the right word. Like a barometer to tell me what was good and bad, because I grew up in a home that everything was bad. So you didn't really know how to come out of bad when everything was bad. Everything that was around you was bad. So how do you figure out what I should be doing and shouldn't be doing? I found myself at 19 years old pregnant in jail with my mama. Do you understand me? Selling drugs. And because that's what I saw. My brother did 10 years in the Fed for selling drugs. That's what we knew. So I needed, when I had my son, I said, wait a minute, I need to figure out what am I supposed to do and what I'm not, because I don't know what's right. Everything around me, everybody's doing bad. So anyways, so I cried out to God, God, if you would send me a husband that has your heart and that follows you, then I'll serve you. Because I don't know how to serve you. I've never seen nobody serve you. I hadn't gone to a church with my mama until we were adults. Not even for a funeral. I hadn't gone to a church with my mama until we were adults. I seen my mama read the Bible for the first time as an adult. I got on my knees and I broke down and cried when I saw my mama reading the Bible. Do you understand me? So I didn't have a lot of good examples around me. So when I tell you, I used so when the Lord sent my husband to me, that's what it was. Religion, there's a place for religion. There's a place for the church. I believe there's a place for, because I was so green, I was so young, I was only about 24 or so. I didn't understand that these people were not perfect people. I didn't know that pastors were not perfect. I didn't know that some pastors may cuss, some may drink, some may smoke, some may fight, some may beat their wives, some may they may cheat on their taxes. They're not the most honest. I didn't know that. So for me to find all that out later, that was devastating to me. Devastating. When I tell you, let me tell you, when I say, shout out to, what is his name? Geno Jenkins. I think Bishop or something, Geno Jenkins. If I was still in the church, I would sit under Geno Jenkins. Do you understand me? Or Jennings or whatever his name is. I would sit under him. Not because he's a perfect man, but I feel like from what I've seen the clips, I've never heard his message. I've never known, but from the clips that people talk about so much, he calls a thing, a ace, and a spade, a spade. It is either we gonna go by the Bible or we not. That's how I felt. Either you're gonna tell me I can preach the Bible, or I'm not gonna preach the Bible. I'm not gonna preach half the Bible. I'm not gonna do that. So I would actually even get onto my pastors and tell them, Pastor, you're out of line. You're out of order. That's not according to God's word. What are we doing here? Because I didn't understand. I don't know that they're not perfect people. I didn't know that. So I was like confused. Pastor, how are you up here acting and doing worse things than what the people that you tell them to come in, and then you allowing stuff to go on in the pulpit? This is where I gotta come to get my salvation. And we dancing to who was that? I'm coming out. Whoever sings that song, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. We put on a women's conference, and that was one of the songs that was part of a theme of the song. I mean, of the conference. But so on Sunday, the pastor was telling everybody about the conference we just had or what a situation is. And so they decided on Sunday, during Sunday service, they was going to have everybody, all the women that went to the conference, go out and march into that song, I'm Coming Out. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I didn't know that was the song they was playing. So I'm going out, I'm marching, I'm the head of this conference. Do you understand me? I didn't know that was the song we was doing. When I heard the song come on, this is Sunday morning. Now, on Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday during the conference, that was one thing to me. This is Sunday morning where people are coming in here to get the word. They're coming in here to get delivered. Some people just lost their people and they need some help. Do you understand me? These people need some guidance. Some people on their last leg. Some people don't know which way to go. We're not playing the world's music during time where we're supposed to be at the altar. and they got the marching in. I'm coming out. Baby, I went right over to my seat and sat down. The pastor called me, Minister Priscilla, um, stand up, stand up. I want you to, and they were doing like a soul train line. I'm coming out. Not me. Not me. I sat down, Pastor, and Pastor said, Minister Priscilla, stand up. I said, I'm good, Pastor. Come on, stand up. This is the one that put on the conference. She was trying to give me my props, and I felt that. So I went ahead and stood up. I thank you, and I sat back down. Come on up here. I said, Pastor, leave it alone. And when she looked at my face, she said, oh, okay, I got, yeah, you feel me. But afterwards, I told her, Pastor, you can't do stuff like that. You thought we was going to be in a pulpit on Sunday morning, dancing till I'm coming out? When people trying to get delivered and set free from demonic influence? What? Pastor begged me to stay at the church. I said, I got to go. Because one time I kind of checked her husband. And she didn't seem to have a problem with it, but he did. And I said, I can't do that because I'm not a disrespectful person. So I'm not, if I stay here, I'm gonna disrespect your husband. So I need to go. But she begged me to stay. She said, I need you. I need people with that standard. But I didn't have the strength. I didn't have the strength to do it. I couldn't carry that load by myself. I couldn't do it. Because like I said, I'm gonna believe either all the Bible and I'm gonna teach it all, or I don't want to have no parts of it. That's just how I get down. You can't tell me to do half of it, and then or it applies to most people, but the leaders don't have to follow it. They can cheat, they can beat, they can lie, they can steal, they can scheme, they can scam, they can do all that, and as long as they repent, then the Lord forgives them and it's okay. And then they leave that church and go to another church and they cheat and they steal and they and then as long as they repent and promise not to do it again, God forgives them. And then they leave that church and then they go to another church and they steal and they, but as long as they don't repent, and that happens over and over and over again. I was looking at this something on YouTube, and it was talking about this pastor who I think he was up in Michigan. Him and his wife, allegedly, I don't know, were hiring young people to come in to sleep with her. He ended up pleading guilty to something of a lesser charge, doing a year in prison. His wife, they say they didn't have enough evidence. I don't know how he pled to something that's a lesser charge, but there's not enough evidence. Him pleading guilty to something is some evidence to me. Nonetheless, they let her go. He gets out some time later, moves to another state. He's on the news again. Now they got him for fraud. 90,000 or something in fraud, where he done frauded the church, allegedly, because again, I wasn't there. First of all, I looked at him, and I wouldn't sit under that pastor. If we got to do better with our pastors, y'all. Let's do better. Him and the deacon or one of the elders or something scammed the church. They both look like crooks. Y'all stop that. Why are we sitting under this man? Then the crazy thing is, after watching that, I watched that about a week or so ago. Yesterday, I'm looking at YouTube, and there's I like to watch those crime shows. There's a crime show on there where this man unalived his girlfriend because he looked through her phone and found out she was allegedly messing with a pastor. He unalived her. Guess which pastor it was, y'all? That pastor, the pastor from Michigan that moved to the other state for fraud. She allegedly was messing with this pastor, married pastor at that. I don't think to the same woman that he was buying the children for, but I think he got another one now. And but he was married. Yes, they got text messages, alleged text messages from him and everything. He talked a good game. This pastor. But y'all, if y'all looked at it, whoever set up under him had to be, they was insane in the membrane themselves. Pastor looked off. He looked off. We got to do better. Just because they say they a minister or they love the Lord. don't mean that they that they love the Lord that you love. They Lord may not be your Lord. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know that's right. People do pick and choose, don't they? People definitely pick and choose. People definitely pick and choose the Bible. And that's one thing that that's one of the things too, because I have two gay sons um who were raised in the church, and because of situations, I believe because of situations, and I don't believe they were born gay. I believe because of situations and circumstances that this it is what it is. However, there's no way I was going to sit in a church that was telling me that because my of who my children decided to sleep with, date, or marry, that they were going to hell. But the pastor can sleep with one of the children, and as long as he repent, he good. As long as he repent, he good. He can keep preaching and lying and deceiving and leading the people astray. But I'm supposed to believe my children going to hell because of who they choose to sleep with. I can't sit under a religion or a God like that. Not the God I serve. Not the God I serve. Yeah, not the God I serve. No, sir. You think God approved of everybody I slept with? I didn't even approve of everybody I slept with. I'm still shaking behind some of the folk I chose to lay down with. You think the Lord was in agreement with that? I wasn't married. But long as I repent, but it ain't no. But if you gay, oh, there's no help for you. I say bullshit. I say God don't care who you sleep with, as long as it's consensual. Pastors who sleep with children, as long as it's legal. Pastors who sleeping with babies. You straight. You all right. The Lord will forgive you, but my gay child, the Lord ain't gonna forgive them. I say bullshit. I say bullshit on pastor. No, 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 no. I'm not serving God like that. Sorry. I'm not serving a God like that. And I'm not sitting under somebody who think that I'm gonna believe that. Like I said, if I was still in the church, I would sit under Geno Jenkins. I would sit under him. Because I feel like from what I saw, he preaches the whole Bible. Whether it goes against what what he's doing or not, it seems like he preaches the truth. You can't preach half the Bible and then want me to believe half of it, but I can't believe some of it. That's just like me saying, the Bible talks about women not supposed to preach or whatever situation is, and then yet I have a woman pastor. It's like, wait, either women can preach or they can't. Well, nowadays, okay, wait a minute. So nowadays, have other things changed? Was From what I've seen, I think the Bible gives a lot of people, it's a lot of pedophiles in the Bible. I think that the Bible gives a lot of them the right to do the mess that they do. And let me tell you something, I got a few of them in my family, close. Understand me? I feel like the Bible gives them some of the. I have people in my family that was 30 years old with a 15-year-old wife, whose mama signed off for that. But we supposed to sit up under that and believe that yeah, my children damned to hell, but him and his children is safe. Nope. Don't believe it. Right. I think people blame the devil more than anything. I think people blame the devil more than God. The devil. Yep, that one on two legs, 2 feet, looking right back at you in the mirror. That's the devil. Do I believe that there are evil spirits? Absolutely. But do I believe that a lot of stuff we do is us? Absolutely. But we quick to blame the devil. The devil can possess you. The devil, let people tell, the devil can take over your mind. The devil can take over your emotions. The devil can cause you to do some bad stuff. Well, why we ain't all, because he would, if he could, he would. If he had that much control, he would do all of that all the time. But some of us are saying, I don't care what evil is. I don't care what evil says. And I don't care what evil does. I'm not participating. You don't think I get evil thoughts that come to my mind? All day, every day. You don't think I get evil emotions that come all day, every day? Let me go out there in some traffic. Road rager is, let me get some bad customer service. Oh, we'll turn into a Karen and want to whoop somebody's ass. Will. So when I say the devil or evil makes me want to do some things too, but do I want to suffer the consequences? Now, sometimes I have actually said, you know what? I know that this could be a consequence of this, but I'm willing to do this anyways because I feel like it means that much to me. I'm fixing to whoop somebody, and I'm willing to go get locked up for it. I'm gonna take that chance this time. I've done that, but for the most part, I know that if I don't want to suffer the consequences, I don't do the action. I'm like, what did people think the end result was gonna be? We got DNA. We got cameras everywhere. Y'all know it's cameras everywhere. Everywhere. They the TVs and phones are spying on us, y'all. There's cameras everywhere. What did you think you was gonna hide with your phone in your pocket, knowing they tracking your every move? Oh, when I tell you, yeah, you feel like that's a test of somebody's heart. You said it's something called wait. It's something called self-like, which is consequences you get from your own choices, and they're Christ-like when you get hatred for being Christ-like. You say you feel like the saying God gave us free will is a test of someone's heart, in my opinion. Yeah, because we all know what the Bible says, of course, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, but we know that what's in the heart will eventually come out. Absolutely. And it won't be able to be hid for long. It's going to come out. Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? And I'm going to be honest. When I say respectfully, Jesus, it really took a lot for me to get to this point to where, and hearing the fact of where even the Jesus person came from was kind of disturbing to me. It was kind of disturbing to me. And how it was given to us. Well, that's what I heard. It was given to us to control us or whatever situation is. The religion was given to us to, yeah, I'm going to be honest. Christianity is not a black people's religion. It's not for black people at all. At all. Even the things in the Bible is not, it doesn't even support that black people are equal to, it doesn't support that. Christianity is very kind of one-sided. Like the Messiah is white, everything is bleak white. And we know life ain't just like that. It just don't work like that. So I had to give up Christianity. Jesus, to me, whether he was a prophet, a man, he didn't exist in my lifetime. And although the religion, the Christian religion helped me in a point, in a place where I needed it, I feel like it also hurt me in a sense because I was not aware of the all of the mess that comes with the religion, all of the money. We went broke. Sometimes we couldn't even pay our bills. Do you understand me? But was encouraged to give to the church, sow into the church, and the Lord won't let you go without. Well, baby, we went without. We went without. And we tithed when we didn't have a dime. Do you understand me? And you can say, well, you made it out. Yeah, just like I'm making it out now, even though I'm not tithing no more. Somehow. But it wasn't the tithe that was doing it. Because we suffered. And we would have been a lot further. Sometimes we would pay our tithe out before we pay our rent. Do you understand me? So the pastor's bills are paid, the church's bills are paid, but ours is stuck. Our bank accounts are empty. And then when it comes time for us to need a dollar or two, we can't go get nothing out the benevolent fund. They don't have those. They've discontinued that program. But you got a record of all the money I've given to this church. Oh, okay. I said, the hell with you and your religion. I'll take my chance. I'll take my chance. But I don't run over people. I don't mistreat people. Well, I don't, I'm not a pusher. I don't get pushed over by people, and I don't let people push over me. But I don't mistreat people. I don't, you know what I'm saying, mistreat animals. I try to take care of them as much as I can. I do the best I can with what I have in my life. And if that ain't enough, then I'm just hellbound. I just don't know what else to do. I'm just hellbound. I don't know. That's all I got. Yeah. Child, you said a lot of the black indigenous people in Australia, the Aboriginal, the first people of Australia, kids were taken of them so they can whiten them. That way, so that's why so many are fair skinned. That is what happened everywhere. That is what happened everywhere. It's just funny. I need to screen record that. It's just funny to see somebody from another part of the world say that that happened also in their part of the world. That happened. Yeah, absolutely. It is still happening. That's why you'll see a lot of, even when you find people that they put in charge of us, that's supposed to be us, it's most of the time they're fair skinned people. Because most of the time they're not, they have something else in them. They was put in that position, and just because they're close enough to us, but you can tell there's something else there. And they don't have the same experiences that we have. They don't have the same ideas or hearts or desires or spirits, or they don't have, it's not the same. And so they come and they infiltrate, is my understanding. They come and they'll sprinkle some other folk in. Somebody was talking about a lot of the folks infiltrated too because they were trying to get like that melanin. They know that melanin is like a very, like a lifesaver in a sense. Melanin is like a protectant. It's a from like the sun and different things like that. It has a lot to do and with the DNA, the different stuff. So they really wanted to get the melanin in their families type thing, and they're trying to figure out how to do that, is what I'm hearing. Baby, even if you create melanin, even if you get some of it in your system or in your family, That's not how it works. It doesn't work like that. They've actually, my understanding, what I hear, they've taken people to do experiments on. It's dirty. It's some dirty stuff. People that look like me to do experiments on. You said it didn't end till 1970s and they didn't apologize till 2008. Wow. Hey Zed, my love. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me let me screenshot that. The movie is the rabbit proof fence is a true story about the. I'm gonna watch that. Well, as long as it come on Peacock or something, Roku or something. I don't have cable, so I don't have Netflix either. But I would, if I can find it somewhere where I have it, I'll check YouTube. But if I can find it somewhere I have it, I'm definitely going to watch it. And I'm going to let you, and I will definitely let you know what I thought about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's so fascinating because, again, this is stuff I didn't know. I didn't know any of this. So if you had said this to me, Jesus love you. If you had said that to me, um, 10, 15 years ago, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have believed what you said. It wouldn't have made sense to me. What do you mean the Aboriginal people of Australia? Those are white folk, right? That's, you hear me? I didn't know. Very ignorant, very, yeah, very ignorant. You said let's talk about something else. That how you gonna come in here at the last minute? We've been on here for 2 hours having us a good old conversation, Jesus, right? And here comes Zed talking about let's talk about something else. I'm gonna check YouTube. Absolutely gonna check YouTube. You see what I'm saying? You see how disrespectful people can come in here and do what you want to talk about, Jet? What you want to talk about? You got the floor. We gonna follow your lead. No, not really talking about Jesus. That's just her name. Oh, I said her. I don't even know. Oh, yeah, you said you're a white woman, didn't you? Did you say a white woman or a white from Australia? I don't know if you said woman. You sound like a woman, though. I don't know. No offense. What's wrong with talking about Jesus, though? That to my cooking. When I tell you I done been cooking so much, I got a refrigerator full of food I done cooked. I just came on here and ate. And we've actually been talking about a few different things. Actually, we talked about some of the people that's scamming on YouTube. We talked about religion. We talked about what else we done talked about? Like maybe the food I cooked. I don't know that I ate. Oh, you a man, Jesus? You so sweet though. You're so sweet. First of all, you want me to tell you why I thought you was a woman? Because ain't no man gonna sit here and talk to me for all this time like this. This is just crazy. So you must be a little touched, Jesus. You gotta be a little touched. That's why I thought you was a woman. Because who gonna sit here and talk to me? You ain't got nothing to say? Come through. Which video? No, you're not rude. No, you're not rude. What do you mean? You was raised by a single mother. My son, I raised my son by myself until he was 3. So it wasn't very long, but you know, it was an experience. Trust me. But no, that's the only reason I thought woman is because you've been sitting here talking to me. I feel like you're so kind. You got the like you got to be a woman to sit here and to sit here and talk to me this long. You didn't come on here and try to tell me I need to. You said tutorial of how to make something. You forgot. Respect to, well, okay, Jesus love you, say respect to all mothers. Not Scylla. Scylla say some mothers need to go straight to hell in a handbasket with gasoline draws on. Burn them jokers straight up. Some of the mamas. But I know what you mean. To the mothers, to the real mothers, to the ones that actually take care of their children, that do their best, do the best they got with what they have. You understand me? Oh yes, yes. Cause some of them get a little questionable. But you know what? I will say, one thing about it, you will see more single mothers taking care of their children alone than, of course, what you see fathers. So for that reason, shout out to those mamas. Those mamas that said, I don't care whether I got a man, some help or not. I'm going to do what I got to do for my babies. Shout out to y'all. Absolutely. Shout out to y'all. And I don't know why I say shout out. I say shout out. Why do I say shout out instead of shout out? Don't know why I do that. And you know what, Jesus? That's all I know is to be real. You hear me? That's why I'll come on here. And I used to come on here with a mask. No longer. Take the mask off. This is who I am. You hear me? I'll come on here. Today, I just can't get, I barely got up out the bed. I barely ate. You see how much I ate. I barely ate. I just don't have the energy. So if all I can do is sit in my chair and talk and about nothing and ramble on, then guess what? If Jesus is the only one here, it's me and Jesus. Do you understand me? And I appreciate you showing up. Hey, I need the watch hours. I need the subscribers. I need all that. But I'm not even worried. I haven't, not one time have I said, please subscribe. Y'all send me a cash app. Send me, not one time. This is not that day. I just feel like I'm just hanging out today. I was eating and I'm chatting, just hanging out. I done been cooking. I've been cooking stuff I can't even eat because it's too much of it. Although those salmon croquettes, y'all check out that video, the salmon croquettes. They're good. I got 3.5 left. They're good. They were really good. I was impressed. That was my first time ever making them. Anywho, my point in saying that is, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I do. I appreciate you hanging. If I got one person that's willing to sit and hang out with me, I'm good with that. The level of energy that I have to give out is not as much. I don't have to fight the trolls. I don't have to fight people coming on here calling me all kind of black monkeys. And except for that one bitch that came on and told me to smile or something because they want to laugh or whatever. Your mammy. Other than that, like, I appreciate whoever comes on here and supports me and spends time with me. And I always tell people, I don't have a specific channel. You could come on here and whatever I'm doing in my life, that's what you're going to see. If I'm out there on my patio garden, that's what you're going to see. If I'm cooking, that's what you'll see. If I go to the park, that's what you'll see. If I go shopping, you understand me? That's what I do. So when I tell people you have to subscribe, you're going to subscribe to me, not what I do, because I don't do anything specific. I'm just living life and I'm bringing you along with me. That's I don't have a profession. I don't have a specialty. I don't have a, nothing. I don't have a niche. I don't have that. It's just me, Scylla. It's just me. And so you have to subscribe to me. And there will be times where I'm going to come on here and rant. There's sometimes I'm going to come in here and rave. I may give you my 2 cents. I may ask you, do you remember when? I may show you some cats. I may do but it's all just me. Just me, my opinions, my feelings, my thoughts, my experiences, my life, my goods, my bads, my ups, my downs. That's what you're subscribing to. I don't have anything else. I don't have a cooking show. I don't cook well enough for that. I don't cook well enough to teach people how to cook. I can't show you how to cook. I don't cook well enough for that. You have to cook just because you enjoy hearing my voice, because you just want to watch me cook and see what I'm cooking for the day or the week or whatever. That's it. I don't have anything else, y'all. I don't have a family that I can put in front of the camera for the most part, and entertain you with. And I don't have anybody to bounce stuff off of. You have to subscribe to Just Cilla. If you become a part of the Paw Patrol, it's because, and pay 99 cents a month, it's because you don't mind looking at this face all month. That's it. Not because I have anything to offer you. Although I will do the Cash App giveaways or whatever for the members, and some small ones for just the regular subscribers. But I want to give back to my members. So I want y'all to become part of the Paw Patrol. So I can do the Cash App giveaways or whatever situation is. I wanna do things. You can gift a membership. I done already said I can't afford it. However, if I get 20 memberships, I only got one, but if I get 20 memberships by August 22nd, I don't even know what today is, by August 22nd, on August 29th, I will have two $50 Cash App giveaways. If you donate a membership, you will get a entry into the Cash App giveaway. It's going to be a drawing. I'm not going to make you guess nothing. It's going to be a drawing. I'm going to put your name in the pot. If you donate 20, guess what? You're going to get your name entered in 20 times. If nobody else joined the membership, then you actually win both of the $100 giveaway. Of the $50 prizes is how I do it. So, but I have to have 20 members before I'm going to do the $100 Cash App giveaway. It has to be worth it. I don't get a dime of that 20 membership. I don't get no money from that. My understanding, I have to meet $100 threshold. I'm only at $8, y'all, or whatever, which I'm so grateful, because it used to say zero. Now it don't say zero. It says like $8. Somebody sent me a super chat or super thanks or super sticker. Somebody sent me Hitler. Shout out to Hitler. Sent me some Ryan, dirty toe Ryan, dirty foot liking Ryan. Sent me a little something or whatever. So I appreciate y'all. But join my membership. It will get you this face all month, and then you'll become part of the Cash App giveaways, and it will also help me to do more of the Feed the Hungry. So if you care, if you don't, it's okay, but if you care, it will help that. Again, I don't get none of that yet. I'm not there yet, so it wouldn't come to me. Somebody sent me $20 the other day, and I was like, I would prefer you to donate 20 memberships so I can have the Cash App drawing. I would prefer you to donate 20 memberships. They wanted to be a blessing to me, so they sent it to me in a Cash App. I appreciate you. That blessed my soul. I went on a Ferris ride the other day. I bought me some tissue. So that blessed me. So I appreciate that. But I was asking, do 20 memberships if you want to be a blessing to me, because at least I could do something and give back to y'all and do the Cash App drawings. I can't afford them. My washing machine went out. Y'all see me on my hands washing clothes the other day. About killed me. My arm's still sore. Still sore. My arms are still hurting right now from washing them doggone few clothes out on my hands. I got to get me a washing machine. I'm going to get me a used one. I got to get me a washing machine. So I really can't afford $100. I can't afford that. I get less than $1,000 a month. My rent is $300. I still got gas. I still got electric. Thank God I got a credit on my electric. But I'm just saying, I still have bills. I still have phone. I still have internet. Whatever situation is. So me doing a Cash App giveaway would be a sacrifice. But if I get 20 memberships, I'm going to do it. Is going to do it. I'm going to give away $100 on the 29th. But I have to get the 20 memberships by the 22nd. It'll give me a week to get prepared or whatever. And like I said, if you're the only person, if you gift 20 members and you're the only person that gives, I'm going to do a drawing. So you cannot get entered into the membership, the drawing, unless you uh, buy a membership. Is the only way you'll get entered into the drawing. You get entered into the drawing and you the only one bought a membership, you win the whole $100 on the 29th. So y'all consider doing that. Consider joining the membership and consider gifting a membership. I need 20 by the 22nd in order to have the Cash App drawing. If I don't get the 20 by the 22nd, then I don't know. I'll figure something else out, but it's going to be probably a while before I do another Cash App drawing or even try to do one, because the whole point is to grow my channel. The whole point is to become financially independent, to actually get monetized on this channel. I can't get there unless I have your support. So I need you to support me, to watch my stuff. Thank you so much, Jesus Love You, for talking about the Ferris ride. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate you. You love the membership name. I know some people was thinking that I said Paw Patrol, the Paw Patrol, because I was when I first came on, I was feeding cats and taking care of the stray cats in the apartments. And I said, no, those are the initials in my name. My name is PAW. So those are the initials in my name. It just worked out like that. So that's part of the Paw Patrol. The Winner Circle is something entirely different. You'll notice I don't even advertise the Winner Circle. The Winner, WINNA, was my mom's name. That's the nickname that I'm the only one that called her that. So when I went in to wake her up the day I found her unalive or deceased or whatever, I went and put my face right at her and said, "Winner, wake up," as I did every morning. And she didn't wake up that time. So the Winner Circle is a little bit different. That's higher than the Paw Patrol, because those are the people that says, you know what? I feel like if your mama was here, she would support you. So I'm gonna kind of step in the gap a little bit and just show a little bit extra support, because I feel that much about you, that you would that I'm gonna go the extra mile, and I'm not even gonna become part of the Paw Patrol. I'm gonna go to the next step and support you like your mama would. That's the Winner Circle. The Winner Circle is a whole nother situation. I don't even advertise Winner Circle. Don't even advertise Winner Circle. Winner Circle is something that people will join just because they actually want to support me. They actually care that much about me. I don't ask you. You just know what the Winner Circle means to me. The Winner Circle is higher than the Paw Patrol, and the Paw Patrol is me. Just so happened that the Paw Patrol is also my mama, because I'm named after her. I'm a junior, so but at the same time, the Winner Circle was strictly for her. Yeah, that's what I said. And I actually, even when I do get merch and stuff, I'm gonna have the paw print is my official emoji, the paw print. I'm gonna have a paw as some of the merch that I'm gonna get. Again, it has nothing to do with the cats. Nothing to do with the cats. It's because that's my name. It just worked out that I was taking care of the neighborhood cats for the last couple years. Yeah. And you know what? I did that intentionally because I didn't want people to think. I had a lot of people come on here because of the cats. But these are stray cats. These are not my cats. I don't own cats. I don't even like cats. I was fearful of cats most of my life. It wasn't until my mom passed away and I moved over here by myself and I saw the cats were like not being taken care of. So I started feeding them and stuff and started giving them a place to stay. And I put little houses out there and stuff like that, making sure they was dry and warm. But now, mind you, I don't have no sheets, no towels or nothing, because throughout this winter, baby cat got all my sheets and towels, but that's a whole nother situation. Anyways, but I didn't want, when the cats got I got a lot of subscribers through the cats. But I didn't want people to think this was a cat channel. It's not a cat channel. I don't own cats. So what happens is when the cats don't show up for a week or two at a time, I don't have any content, because this is a cat channel. That's why I said this ain't a cat channel. So the paws have nothing to do with the cats. It just so happened it worked out like that. That's what I had a problem with. You said you see people need to understand you never had to tell or show us your vulnerability side, and that is a blessing to be able to see. Most people are fake and only show positivity. That was my point. The other day when I put on there, I'm struggling. I was struggling, and I wasn't gonna come on because I didn't want to. I didn't want to show that. But I thought about it because y'all will hear me say a lot. I suffer from depression and anxiety. I say that all the time. But if every time you see me, I'm smiling and I'm upbeat, then it makes the face of depression and anxiety look different than what it really is. And I refuse to show that. I refuse to show that the unbalanced side. No, there's gonna be many days where my tripolar is gonna come out. I'm a cry. I'm a cuss. I'm a fuss. I'm gonna make a mistake. My grandson told me the other day. He said, Grand, the person that said that you look like Felix the Stray Kids, that was not an insult in his mind. That was not an insult. And I was like, oh, he said, but you cussed him out. And I was like, well, I don't want to know. I don't want nobody to tell me what I look like. I know what I look like. I look at my, but I thought it was, so yes, I'm going to make a mistake and I might cuss somebody out that meant well. It is what it is. You hear me? But you're going to see all of that. You're not going to come over here and see perfect Scylla because she don't exist. Perfect Scylla don't exist. Silly Scylla does, not perfect Scylla. There is no such person, not over here. I have too many flaws and stuff for that. I have too many flaws and too many hang up and hiccups for to be perfect or even present perfection. If I could only come on here when I was happy, y'all would never see me. Y'all would never see me. Never. And let's tell the truth, shame the devil. I've been coming live for the last probably 15 or 16 days, every day, at least once a day. And early on, some of those times I could only give an hour because I wasn't filling up to. So of course I could put on a smile for about an hour. But trust me, once the camera's cut off, it's back to this. Watching the flies. Watching the fly traps catch the flies. It's back to that. Not being able to leave out the house, not being able to go out. So I said, I'm not going to be that person. I'm not a content creator. I'm just sharing my life with y'all. That's it. It's just me, Scylla, and I'm sharing my life with you. That's all I'm doing. So if I'm having a tough day, unfortunately, I ask people to give me grace. Give me a little grace and remember that you had a tough day last week. You're going to have one next week. And you hear me? So, yeah, give me the same grace that you give yourself when you do something. So, absolutely. Absolutely. It makes it feel more human, especially seeing all this AI stuff they got out. Some of that stuff looks real, especially if you're looking for it, you can kind of see like, oh, that looks like AI. But if you're not looking for it, it looks real. So some of these people that come on here talking kind of like me, I'm just sitting here talking, they could be AI. Do you understand me? And you don't even know that you're talking to a robot. You're not talking to a real live person with real life issues, with real life problems that can understand where you're coming from, that may have real life solutions, not just a book, something that they got from a book or something that somebody programmed them to say. No, I got real life problems. So yes, you're gonna come, and if I do have hair, it's gonna be out of place. And if I do have, you're gonna see me with no teeth. You're not gonna come in here and see me perfect every time. That's just ridiculous. I'm scared of you. If you're perfect every time, I'm running from you because you don't. I don't know anybody like that in real life. Like, I'm scared. I'm running from you. Yeah, because you really don't know. My grandson showed me, somebody came on here and said, the person that said I look like Felix from the Stray Kids. First of all, I thought they said Felix from the Stray Cats. You know Felix the cat. So that was offensive to me. My grandson said, no, grand, that says kids. It's a group, some type of group of young people. And now Felix is a man. Well, that's also offensive. Why do I want to look like a man and I'm a woman? That's offensive. But my grandson said, no, Felix is like the most popular. He's the leader of the group. He's the most popular. So that's not a negative at all. That's not a negative to you. It's still a negative to me. However, I get where he was coming from. And so I said that to say, he showed me the video. I was like, these are AI. My grandson said, no, they not. These are real. These are AI. Now, somebody tell me if I'm mistaken. Is Felix from the Stray Kids AI? That looked like an AI group to me. Looks like an AI group. But my grandson was like, no, great grand, that's real. I'm like, okay, unless I'm crazy, that's AI, my love. That's AI. But it's how much, it's how, what do you call it? It's how it's crazy that we even have to question this. You understand me? It's how real this stuff is looking to where we can't even tell. Don't you know people will support AI? People will send AI money, y'all. Just like I have super chat, super things, super sticker, so does AI. People send these people money. Not these people, because they're not even people. People send AI money. Some of them know very well that they're not human, but they send them money. Do you know that's going somewhere? Do you know who it's going to, what it's going for? You understand what I'm saying? It's outrageous. Outrageous. Some people know very well that it's AI, but some people don't. Some people really think they're supporting a young girl that's on there crying. She's so pretty and she looks so sad and she needs some help. So let me send her some money. And all along, that's not even a real person, y'all. It's a big, ugly, burly, scruffy looking dirt doll, but behind the doggone screen. But y'all supporting him. And then you'll have people come on here like me who's not really trying to ask you for anything but to support, as far as just watch me, just support, just like the video. 99-cent membership, a super thanks, a super chat, a super sticker. We got to beg. Well, not we got to beg. Some real people that's honest and true usually get the bad end of the stick. Let me just tell the truth, shame the devil. I came on here on one video a few months ago. That was one of the first times I came on here without a mask on. And I cried. I think it was because I reached something. It was some milestone on YouTube. I can't remember exactly what it was. But I was so happy. Oh, when that one video got that many, got over 180 something subscribers, and it got like so many views, like 30,000 views almost. And I was so emotional behind the analytics of that. And I say that because but when I came on here crying, saying, oh my God, I don't know if it's because people like the fact that I was looking like a train wreck. That was one of my top viewing videos. I don't know if it's because I look like a train wreck, or because I was being vulnerable, or because I was being honest, or whatever. That was one of my top videos that got the most likes, that got the most, I don't think it got the most views, but it was up there with the views. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to go back and look at that, though, because I may be mistaken. But my point in saying that is, train wreck videos do a lot. A lot of times people don't even be in those situations, y'all. They just be telling y'all that to get your money. I don't understand how somebody could get a $5,000 YouTube check in less than 2 weeks. You talking about you can't pay your rent. Well, your YouTube check comes on the 21st, don't they? I don't know. I have never got one. But what I hear, YouTube checks come on the 21st. Why can't you pay your rent on the 1st? Why is your car payment not paid? Did you pay any bills this month? I saw the trips you took last month. Did you pay any bills this month? And what people do? Oh, we so sorry. We know how you feel because there was a time where I couldn't pay my rent either. But did you take trips with that money? Did you get online and brag about the money you had? Or did you? Then you send them all the money. Then you send them all the money. The next month they done paid their bills that wasn't paid somehow with their YouTube check on the 21st. They couldn't pay their rent on the 1st with their YouTube check somehow. Y'all send them all that doggone money. And then the next month they flossing. They showing their brand new cars and furniture. And you sitting over there struggling. They say right now somebody asking for DoorDash to send them $400 back. Somebody sent DoorDash $400, y'all. What? One person sent DoorDash $400. You say what? That's amazing. After she just got some thousands on her check a week ago, you sent her 400 by yourself. Come through, y'all. Stop that. We gotta stop. And then we blaming DoorDash. I ain't gonna lie. If I was a scammer, I would scam too. If I was a scammer, I would do it too. I would do it. Because at this point, she's been doing this for years. We can't keep blaming her. That's not her. We could blame her for the new people that come in and get that. Because I ain't gonna lie, DoorDash and Dante was some of the people that encouraged me to start YouTube. Watching them encouraged me. Yeah. So I was so confused. I was like, well, they was telling me about how much money they was making when I came in January. And now in June, they getting evicted. I'm confused. How did that happen? It's been less than 6 months. Or you moving? How are you moving? You haven't even had a 6-month lease. You just got your place. You just got your car. How are you losing your car already? What happened? You hear me? Somebody sent $400. One person sent some, and now they saying they want their money back. No refunds. No, sir. No refunds. No. Just because you done been hearing people talk about I'm scamming people, but I'm looking at videos from years ago where people talking about she was scamming. Years ago. So, she don't owe you that back. She don't owe you that back. You should have sent it. Could I do somebody? No, but I'm just saying. You had enough money, and now you probably struggling, can't pay your own rent. You understand what I'm saying? I hear that she told people to quit their job and start YouTube. I didn't hear her say that back then. I didn't have a job to quit. So I don't know that part. But that's awful. And then people quit their job. And then 2 months later, she's crying to my, oh, y'all need to help me. Y'all need to quit y'all 9 to 5, but the ones that got a 9 to 5 need to help me. Because now I can't pay my bills. The nerve. The nerve. The nerve. You encourage people to quit their job. To quit their 9 to 5 that they was feeding their family on. And you said, what I hear, I don't know, I wasn't there. What I hear, I was told that she tell people to quit their 9 to 5, whether you're over 50, whether you're young, whether you're ugly or fat or black or white, green or purple, and whether you have a degree or not, whatever, just quit your job and get on YouTube and you'll make money. And some people followed that. And then 2 months later, she's on there crying saying, oh my God, somebody please help me. I'm getting evicted. Wait, what? I thought YouTube was, anybody on YouTube knows that YouTube can be here today and gone in the next second. And I also hear people say, well, you can't depend on YouTube because YouTube can't be here. But that's any job though. Any job, you can literally go to work right now and the office building is locked up and shut down. Any job you go to. So everything is like that. But what I'm saying is YouTube can decide that you did something wrong or somebody can complain or whatever and shut you down. We know YouTube ain't going nowhere no time soon, but they can shut you down. And you done quit your job where you was paying your bills and making your money because of, baby, y'all got to be some special kind of stupid. Y'all got to be some special kind of idiots. Now I'm sitting on here with no teeth, bald head in a robe, with no degree, no education, and no money, and I'm calling y'all idiots. You got to be some type of stupid to actually fall for this bull. Because even though I let them encourage me to get on YouTube, I wouldn't have quit no job if I had one. I wouldn't have quit it. What? I see too many people come on YouTube with nice channels that have jobs as well as YouTube. YouTube is extra. I also know my favorite YouTuber. Shout out to Voodoo Doll TV, Voodoo Doll Reacts, my favorite YouTuber of all time. Who's probably owned and probably done went off and I done missed her, but that's all right. I'll catch you on the replay. She actually had a nice job. She done sent her daughter to college. She has her own home that she has purchased herself. But she was on YouTube working and got two YouTube channels. Do you understand me? She just recently, I think in June or July, quit her job. Quit her job. Soon as she quit her job, what YouTube do? Took one of her channels. Took one of her channels. 40-something thousand subscribers. Took one of her channels. Thank God she just got it back. Woo! Thank God she got it back, y'all. They gave it back. She got it back. But my point in saying that is, she didn't quit her job until she already had two successful channels. Do you understand me? Her daughter already done went to college. She just bought her daughter a car. Her home is, that's what you encourage people. You don't tell nobody to quit their job and according to you, you've been getting a YouTube check for 3 months. And you telling them how good YouTube is for 3 months? You haven't been in it long enough. Well, then you find out that's even a lie. Because some videos said, oh, I finally got monetized for the first time. I can't believe I got monetized. And then you find out, okay, a couple years ago, you was monetized on another channel. Stop that. You've been monetized before. But it's all a game, y'all. It's all a game. And people keep falling for it. But yet, and I said this earlier, but yet we'll have somebody like Miss Netta come on here, tell the truth, shame the devil. I don't feel like scamming y'all for nothing. I don't know. Has she gotten something from people? Maybe. I don't know. She ain't perfect. What I'm saying is, but y'all will dog her out. Miss Netta can't live for. I done heard DoDash come on here and talk about people. Talk about different people. I don't see the hate like that. I see the people like warning other people, but I'm saying the hate from her people. Miss Netta gets it. Oh, Miss Netta gets it. Oh, you know what, Jesus, and I'm ashamed to say, I just subscribed to Miss Netta today or yesterday. I've been watching Miss Netta for a minute. And I was like, why am I not subscribed to Miss Netta? I don't know, but I watch Miss Netta. I like Miss Netta. Do I like everything Miss Netta says? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She is controversial, I think, but she gets so much hate. How could you not be? How could you not be? I didn't get offended at all when she talked about the black women's that is not smart, that's dumb and stupid and what. I didn't get offended. First of all, how can you get offended at somebody saying, and all you black women's, the white women's is most smarter or something, y'all more dumb, something. It was very, the words were not pronounced right. It was very, very, how can you get upset? I thought it was hilarious. But I also knew Miss Netta wasn't talking to me. She was talking to all those trolls and haters that she get. She was not talking to me. She was not talking to every black woman. Stop that. We know that. Miss Netta misspeaks like we all misspeak sometimes. Stop that. But yeah, and then but you don't see people sending Miss Netta money like that and drowning her in money. They talk about her like a dirty dog, but you'll get somebody on here because Miss Netta tell you, I don't need your money. You can't cancel me. Miss Netta, now is Miss Netta cocky? Yes. But I understand why. Miss Netta has to be. Because y'all do Miss Netta so bad, but you watch her. She can't even read her comments because y'all will pay money to watch Miss Netta to troll her. Y'all will pay money. When I say the comments are so hilarious, especially when you done been 420 friendly, the comments are the best. Sean Davy Wade does some of the best Miss Netta content. However, some of that stuff is cruel. It's unusual. It crosses the line at a certain point. It crosses the line to bullying. It crosses the line to mistreatment, harassment, in my opinion. Y'all goes too far with one person to criticize and come at somebody, calling them ugly and just coming at them like that. It's like, what is wrong with you? You do realize if you don't watch them, you won't see none of the ugly, none of the bad, none of the roaches, none of the bad, disgusting cooking. I watched Miss Netta make a pot pie, a chicken pot pie, I think it was. I've never watched somebody make a pot pie. It looked so simple. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna make a pot pie. Do you understand me? Something that simple. Now, do I agree Miss Netta make that sweet potato cornbread? I'm going to make sweet potato cornbread. That's going to be my next thing I cook or that I try. It's sweet potato cornbread. Miss Netta's recipe. Do I agree with how Miss Netta cooked? No. But I don't eat it. Miss Netta's good TV. Miss Netta's good TV. Say what you want to. Miss Netta's good TV. Do I like her skits and stuff? No, I don't. I don't think Miss Netta's funny like that. I think Miss Netta's good TV just by being Miss Netta, cooking and stuff. I think Miss Netta just being Miss Netta is good TV. I don't like the skits. I don't think she's funny. But I'm just saying, why would I then go on there and tell her how ugly she is and how black? And they had a white woman, and they made it sound like a white woman. It kind of sounded a little robotic to me. But with the people in the background, I'm thinking, I don't know if they was white people or not. They got on there and called her raisin, dried up or something, raisin brand nigger. And I heard other black people saying, I don't care. I say, you ought to be shamed. Shame on you. Does that mean you have to get mad at white folk and go and fight her back? No, I'm not saying that. But there's no way you should get on there and say, I don't care what they called her. Because guess what? Your day is coming. Your day is a-coming, my son. Your day is coming. So what's good for the goose is also good for the other black gander. We should never be okay with the fact of somebody, especially getting on social media. Now, what you do behind your table, at your table, behind closed doors, at your kitchen table, is your business. But we should never be okay with a white person or any other person getting on national social medias and calling somebody that look like us a nigger. Ever. I don't care if I like that person or not. That will never be okay with me. Never will that be okay with me. Now, let me tell you something. What you do behind closed doors, that's your business. But you will never see that. And I say that because I got a couple white neighbors who trusted me enough to tell me that they called one of my black neighbors a nigger. Now, I call everybody niggas. Nigga is not a color for me. Nigga is a person, is a mentality. So I don't care what color he is. I call everybody nigga. So I didn't get offended. I said, you know what? I appreciate the fact that you had enough to where you felt comfortable enough to say that to me. But I appreciate. So no hard feelings. Now they come onto my patio and talk about my plants and stuff. I don't have a problem with them. They wasn't calling me a nigga, so I get that. But you will never get on social media and think Scylla gonna ever be okay with a white person calling a black person a nigger, and I'm gonna say I don't care because I don't like that person. Fuck you and your mama. Fuck you and your mama. That's how I feel about it. I will never be okay with that happening. And for you trifling, low down, dirty niggas who's okay with a white person coming on calling one of ours a nigga, shame on you. Shame on you. And you part of the reason why we still stuck in some of the situation we stuck in. Shame on you. You don't have to fight his battles, But you should not get on there broadcasting that bullshit and talking about how okay it was. It was not okay. It's not okay. I will never be okay with that. Edith, how are you? I will never be okay with that. Shame on y'all. Because I don't agree with her. I don't agree with you. And I done said this before. I don't agree with everything I say. Sometimes I say some stuff, I'm like, the other live I did, yes, I did a live yesterday. I deleted that live. I felt so bad. I felt so bad when I got off that live because I said some stuff that could hurt somebody that I care about. I deleted that live. So I don't agree with everything I say or everything I do. So of course I'm not going to agree with everything Miss Netta does or says. She does get controversial. But this is still a human being though. With real life feelings. It's not AI. Miss Netta have real life feelings. And y'all bully Miss Netta like nobody's business. Y'all ought to be shamed. I just say live long enough. Your day is a coming. Not because of karma, because your day is a coming. Do you understand me? I don't have any friends. Jesus love you. I don't have any friends. I do not. I don't even have family around me. I don't have family around me. Because I have to protect my peace, my joy. When I come on here, this is the most hate. For the first time, I was called a black monkey the other day. This is the most hate I ever received. You know how hard it is to come on here to try to entertain or communicate or have some type of relationship with people, and then you have a host of people calling you ungodly stuff. And then you have people that just because they don't like some of the stuff you said will allow other people that don't look like you, that should never say certain things. You know how disrespectful that is? You will never get me on here to do nothing, no mess like that. Ever. When I tell you, I have people come on here that try to, certain words you can't say because Nightbot or whoever won't allow you. However, they can come on here and call me whatever, for the most part. I don't too much care. But when they start talking to the other people in the chat and calling themselves, okay, let's get off. Let's get off. Y'all can't do that to my people. You can't do that to my people. Absolutely not. You can't do that to my people. So when I tell y'all it's hard. It's hard getting on here. It's hard being vulnerable and open, especially being honest. But to be vulnerable and open and inviting people into your home, into your life. Do you know how hard that is? Especially for somebody like me. I'm not used to being around people. And to be coming live at least once a day for the last 16 days has drained the dog crap out of me. I've gotten quite a few subscribers, which was the point. But I'm just saying, it's hard. So when you see people on here, give people grace. Give people grace. And just remember when you had your faults back before you became perfect. Back before you have arrived. Remember to be a little bit more, and be a little bit more gracious to people or whatever situation is. You said you said it's a bit sad. You don't think, what's a bit sad, my love? 40. Welcome back, boo. Welcome back. I'm on here running my big mouth. Ain't doing nothing. Me and Jesus been up here. Me and Jesus been running our mouths. Ain't doing nothing. You understand me? Jesus said some people who have no friends or business they can't make friends because they are so secure and know their value, worth, and morals. You better say that 2 or 3 more times. You better say that 2 or 3 more times. Do you understand me? I don't need people around me. I don't. I believe people around you is important because it helps to like bounce ideas off of, to get information from, to not go completely crazy. But yeah, I don't need a lot of people around me. I don't even want a lot of people around me. Yeah, I'm not set up that way. I'm not set up like that at all. It's not hard to show love. It's really not. You said to not talk with his family. Are who's not talking to whose family? Let me see. I thought about it, 40. I ain't gonna lie. I barely got on here. You see, I'm still in my robe. I said I can't even move today. I did fix me some leftover salmon croquette and some potatoes today, and I just ate while I was on here. And I just been running my mouth. I said I barely got out the bed today. Oh, when Jesus said, I don't even like having a lot of friends because I don't need a lot of friends. Okay. And then Sound said, it's a bit sad, you don't think? Is that what you're talking about, Sound? About the friends? I think it depends. If that's what you're talking about, I'm going to answer that though. If you're saying, is it sad to not have friends or family around you? I think it depends. Sometimes friends and family can be the most toxic, and instead of it bringing joy and peace to your life, it can bring hell to your life. And yes, some not all family and friends are created equal. Some family and friends you need to run far, far away from. Not don't ever look back, don't ever speak to again in life. Do you understand me? Uh-uh. Just because we share some of the same blood or DNA or came from the same blood, nah, that don't mean that you the right people for me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If that's what you meant. Oh, when I said I don't have any family or friends, okay. Well, for whoever, you hear me? Whichever way, I'm saying whichever one, whichever way it is, I feel the same way. I don't have any family or friends. It's by choice. It's by choice. I choose, I'm a loner. I'm a homebody. I prefer to be by myself. This is my first time living alone. And it's been about almost 4 years now, I believe. I love it. I've always been around a lot of people. I have a big family. I've always been around a lot of people, and I can't say I liked it. Whenever we would have family gatherings and stuff, I would take my mom and drop her off, and I would go back home. I didn't care to be around people like that. First of all, I found out that I hope I'm saying it right. I'm an empath. I pick up on a lot of people's energy. I pick up on people's spirits. I pick up on their moods, and I carry that with me. Especially if I love you. If I love and care about you, I really carry it. But if I'm just around you, just in general, then yeah, I pick up on some of that. Sometimes, if I'm not careful, it will change my whole mood. Being around some people, if I go into a room and you know, it's the same way like you can walk into a house, you can come in not having no issue, and you go into a house where somebody was just fighting in there and you don't know what happened, but you can feel something happen. It's the same way. When I enter into the presence of certain people, I feel it. I don't like it. Because it can alter my mood and my energy if I allow it, if I'm not careful. And sometimes when I'm at my lowest, when I'm in a depressive episode, when I'm going through an anxiety attack type situation, then yes, they can catch me off guard, and I usually will have a really bad reaction. So it's best for me and most people around to just for me to stay to myself. I do better by myself. I just do. I just do. And like I said, since I've changed my number, just my two children, my grandson, and one of my cousins have my phone number. Nobody else has my phone number in my family. Or nobody else has my phone other than like bills, stuff like that. Absolutely not. Because you're just gonna call and stress me out. You're just gonna call and tell me somebody passed, somebody's sick, somebody in the hospital, somebody hurt, somebody's missing, somebody's hungry, somebody's ain't nobody ever happy, ain't nobody ever getting married, ain't nobody ever having a baby, ain't nobody ever getting a new job, ain't nobody ever doing no positives. You understand me? Ain't nobody ever doing a positive. It's always please don't call me no more and do that. Please don't do that. Don't come knock on my door. I don't want to hear it. Ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. Ain't nothing I can do about it. The prayer that I'm gonna give you, I don't already gave. That's it. Don't call me with the rest of it. I just can't. I just. So I said all that to say, no, I don't believe it's sad. Whether you was talking to me or Jesus, I don't believe it's sad to not have family or friends around. Not for everybody. If you're the type of person that you like to be around people, then by all means, be around people. If that's your lifeline, absolutely. Absolutely. It would be very sad. And that's why you have so many people that commits the suicide. Because, they're not used to being alone and being away from people. They really need that interaction. But there are some of us that say, if everybody was to, and I know this is not real, but I'm saying if everybody was to not exist and you was just left on here on your earth, we feel like we would survive. There are some that feel like I would still survive. Yep, we'll still survive. I don't believe we probably could, but I'm just saying we feel like that. So some of us know. And then again, like I said, some families are not created equal. You say, 40, you love spending time with your kids. Good for you. Good for you. That ain't everybody's story either. Some folk can't stand their doggone kids. Some folks need to get away from their children. Let's not pretend that children don't unalive their parents. Let's stop that. Some folk need to get far, far away from their children. Some of you children, let's not act like children don't unalive their folk. I sent a text to my son the other day. I was like, hey son, ain't heard from you. Can you at least check in, let me know you're still on this earth? That's all I ask. Just let me know you're on this earth. If I know you're still breathing on this earth, excuse me, and you ain't hungry, I'm good. I'm good with that. We don't have to talk every day. We don't have to talk every month. We don't. I know you got to do your own thing, live your own life. Y'all just now in y'all 30s, live your own life. But let me know you're breathing. I done push one thing out my tail. I need to know that one thing is still breathing. Occasionally, I need to know. But I'm good with just that. We don't have to. Look, and I think it's because I actually homeschooled my children. My children didn't go nowhere for the summers. My children didn't go nowhere for the weekend. It was always me. I cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks, everything. Do you understand me? So trust me when I say I don't mind not seeing my children all the time. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I wish I was around more for my grandchildren. I wish we lived in the same spot, but I don't mind not seeing my children. Ain't gonna lie, don't mind it. You said sometimes you just know, and I'd rather trust that instinct. Yeah, yeah. Don't come in here with foolishness, Sam. Yeah, people absolutely have to pray. You got to pray for yourself. And not just depend on prayers. Let's just tell it. Well, I ain't going to tell you what I feel about them. Some people don't pray for me. Because for one, I don't know who God you praying to. Everybody that say, Lord bless you, which Lord? I don't know who you praying to. So I'm going to be honest. I don't even care. Don't pray for me. I'm good. Before I met you, I survived all this time without you praying for me. Let's keep it like that. Let's keep it right there. Because I don't know what God you praying to. I don't know if we praying to the same God. And I don't even know what your prayers are. Sometimes people, well-meaning people can go against and pray against your own desires. Somebody praying, oh Lord, I just pray, I'm going to say, somebody praying for me, oh Lord, I just pray that you bless Scylla with a house big enough where she could just have as many cats as she wants. That is not my desire. Don't pray for me. No. No, 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 no. Don't pray that for me. That's going against my own personal desire. Lord, I pray that you would send Scylla a husband that's whatever situation is. Uh, that's not my prayer. I would like a man or a partner. I want to wink, wink, but I don't know how. Let me see which I can. Wait. Let me see if I could wink. Wait. That eye still moving, ain't it? That's my wink. I want a man or a partner. Never been with a woman. Somebody asked me that the other day. Never been with a woman, but I have considered it. Have considered it. I would like a partner, but I'm not praying for a husband. I don't think I want another husband. Don't know if I want to live with somebody else. Thanks to the rose. All I need a man for is really the heavy lifting and to reach up high for me. Thanks to good old Rose. Good old Aunt Rose. That's all. Tell the truth, shame the devil. But I would like to have a partner. But that's my point in saying that is I don't want people just praying for me anyways. Don't just pray for, I don't just want well-meaning people. Sometimes you can pray the wrong stuff. Nope. Just like I don't understand when you have somebody in their right mind that's whether they elderly, whether they're ill, whether they're but they're in their right mind and they decide they don't want to be here no more. Why is it against the law for them to not be here no more? Why is we fighting them against their own will? I don't understand that, y'all. I don't get it. I don't get it. I know it's hard to accept, but I don't get it. They have a right to choose whether they want to be here or not. You gonna force them to be here? That is the most insane thing. Oh no, you have to be here. And while you're here, I'm gonna make sure you have to support yourself. You have to feed yourself. You have to clothe yourself. You have to do all the stuff you're supposed to do as a human being, even though you don't want to be here and be a human being no more. We're gonna force you to do all the right stuff. Is that not the most insane? Well, what if they change their mind? That ain't got nothing to do with you. Are they in their right mind? Are they on any type of substance? Are they no? Are they nothing like that? So who don't get them? Who gonna tell them they couldn't? They want to go be with their peoples. No, we gonna force you to be here, and then you're gonna have to act like we tell you to act. Get out of here. Get out of here. Y'all, if y'all ain't the craziest group of people I've ever seen. Do you understand me? I don't want no doggone cat. I don't think people understood when I said that I was afraid of cats. People thought, people just say I don't like cats. Cats were the part of my nightmares. I had nightmares about cats. When I tell you, I couldn't, me and my mom, there could not be a cat picture in the house. We didn't wear cat clothes, cats were on our shirts, didn't watch cats on the TV, like none of that. The eyes scared us. I thought cats could actually unalive me. I did. I thought that I was frightened to death. And I came over here and saw a need. And I realized that all of the fears that I had, they was coming from my mama. They weren't even my own fears. They was my mama's fears. My mama had bad experience with cats, so she raised me to be scared of them because of her bad experience. I never had a bad experience, but because of my mama's bad experience, so as soon as my mama passed, I was able to actually get to know some cats. And cats became my friend, y'all. Cats became my friends. I started talking to the cats because there was no people for me to talk to. Not because there was no people around me, but I didn't care to talk to the people that was around me. So I started dealing with the cats. Now I ain't gonna lie. The cats saw the tripolar. The tripolar came out with the cats. They didn't know one way today if she gonna fuss at and tell us get out of here, if she gonna feed us good pork chops and stuff. They didn't have a clue. I was tripolar with them too. This is me. It's just me, Scylla. I don't. Whoo. Right. Right. You hear me? That's the only thing that is getting out of it is the money and the stuff that the people are getting because they're not happy. They're not prosperous. They're not. And nine, I'm not going to say this as a statistic because I know it. I'm just saying it because that's the way I speak. 9 out of 10 times, they're not going to change their mind. It's time to go. It's time to go. And yeah, yeah, I think it's ludicrous. I think it's ludicrous. I'm okay with them saying we need to put you through some tests. We need to make sure that you are in your right mind, that you are sane, or I feel like that's okay to do that. But other than that, no. You may say, okay, let's give it a year. Let's give you 365 days. Day 366. If you still feel the same, we got your back. That's what I feel like. Well, if that's the case, I don't understand why. Well, shut up. Not one cat, two chickens, two guinea pigs. I don't understand why you have these people on death row for 20 years and stuff. What's taking so long? We know what's going to happen. Why are we taking so long again? It has to be. I know for us in the states, it's a money thing. It has to be a money thing to keep you locked up so that the prisons can keep getting the money off of you being locked up in the prison because it can't be. We feel like you deserve to breathe the same air everybody else is breathing, even though you've committed some of the most atrocious crimes that we feel like we need to take your life for, but we're gonna make you sit here and suffer for 20 years. Insane. Insane. There should be a cap. There should be a cap. After you was convicted, your appeal process should go through within 5 years, if not less than that. And then after that, where's the needle? Stop that. Stop that. Is that unfortunate for the folks that get wrongfully accused and convicted? Yes. But is that going to stop anything? It ain't going to stop nothing. We need to stop that. We need to stop that. But again, it's a money. It's all about the money. It's all, in my opinion, it's all about the money. Yeah, it don't add up. It don't add up. And it wasn't until within the last probably 2 years or so for me that I started realizing and starting to think about like, wait, some of this really don't make a lot of sense, do it? Some of this don't make a lot of sense. I don't get that. I don't get the fact. Let me see if I'm gonna say this one because it just came up. It just popped in my head, and I never thought about this before. But it's gonna be a question. For me. It's gonna be a question. Why is it okay for a woman to decide whether she wants to have a baby, and the father does not have a choice? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Now it just popped in my head, so I don't know how much of it I don't agree with, and I may say something I may change later. But as it stands right now, I don't agree with that. Why is it that she has a right to say, no, I'm gonna keep the baby? I feel like that should be her right. But then he should be able to get off. If he says, I don't want the baby, and if you keep the baby, you on your own, he should be able to get off of responsibility, in my opinion. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if y'all don't like it that way, protect yourself and don't make it happen. Don't let it happen. But yeah, it should have to be, in order to bring a child into this world, it should be two parents agreeing, not just one. I don't care who has to pack it or carry it. And she shouldn't be able to just say, oh no, I don't want to be pregnant by you. I'm going to get rid of it. Absolutely not. There should have to be two parents, if there's two parents available, to sign off for you to get the to go Plan B route. I might change that feeling in a couple days. I don't know. As it stands, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. I don't care whose body it is. I don't think it's right. That's part of his seed. That's not right. You gonna force him? She knew he had a wife and children before she laid down with him. And we're gonna force him. Now should he, well, he should have protected himself. Well, he did. It just didn't work. Nothing's foolproof. Well, he shouldn't have been cheating. Well, he shouldn't have, but get off your high horse. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. Had a wife and couldn't keep her. Get off your high horse. You understand me? But yeah, it should be two parents that agree to bring a child into the world, whether they're together or not. And it should be two parents that agree to not bring a child into the world. And unless one of them can't agree because they're not here anymore, that's the only thing, or incapacitated in a sense, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There has to be certain guidelines, but I feel like there should be two. Period, point blank. Or then don't be screwing and have them churn. Don't be doing it. Don't do it. Get hooked up with the bill. Ain't the bills that want to depopulate the black community. Get hooked up with Bill Gates and his people. They don't. They want to get rid of you anyways. If you look like me. Do you understand me? Ooh. You said a whole mouthful. For instance, I see people who are involved in drugs get more years than predators. I've seen people who involved in drugs get more years than unalivers, child predators. Some that child predator and unalive. You understand me? And still have a chance at parole and a chance out. But yet you can be a dealer. You know why? Again, I believe it's the money. Because if you deal in drugs, you making a lot of money that the government do not get a benefit of that from. I'm just talking about, I can only speak for the Americas from what I feel about the Americas. The government does not get a benefit of that. So yes, they want to lock you up and take you out and get rid of you before they would a child predator, which is absolutely disgusting. You said, for instance, when it comes to child support payments and both parents are working and divorced, I believe child support shouldn't be a thing. It should be when you have the kid, you use your money. Now, I absolutely agree with that. I'm like you now to an extent. I agree with the fact that it should be okay, when the child's with you, but that's only if you have a 50-50 type custody arrangement. Because what you'll see a lot of times, what happens is the child is with the mom, if not 75% of the time, 100% of the time. Does that mean dad should never pay child support? Dad is never with you. You're never with dad. Or if you are with dad, you're only with dad on the weekends. What about the whole weekdays? Or every other weekend? Dad gotta kick in. And I don't agree. And let's talk about child support. I don't agree with the fact that people say the child support is supposed to be only for the child. The mama shouldn't be, or the parent should be. I disagree with that. Because the portion of child support is for the child's living, food. I mean, because the child has to have electricity and gas and water. And it's not just only the custodial parent's job. You have to pay for all of that. Well, if the mama is paying the bills, understand me? If she's working, I think it's a little bit different though if she's on public assistance. I don't think you should be able to get public assistance and child support. That's a whole nother situation. But, and you may not be able to, I don't know. But anyways, I believe she should uh let me see, she should have to take care of the child, and you get them every other weekend. What was I lost my train of thought. Oh, that's okay. See, your next thing was something. I believe that if the mama pays her bills at the first of the month, All her bills are paid, even the portion that you're supposed to pay. Your money don't come in till the 15th, but she done already paid the bills up front. You telling me when the check come in on the 15th, she can't take some of that $500, or I'm gonna say some of that $1,000 that she done already paid the child's expenses. She done already bought the food. She done already bought clothes. She done already, and she can't take some of that money and put gas in her car. She can't take some of that money and okay, I done already took care of my children's supplies and school supplies and shoes and clothes. Now I need some shoes. I'm gonna get my shoes on the 15th when the child support check come in, because I took care of my babies on the 1st. You understand me? Absolutely. No. Now, if she ain't doing nothing for those children, then lock her tail up. She should be locked up too. Absolutely. But if she's doing her part, she's working, taking care of those children, then no. No. She should be able to spend some child support money too. What child is going to actually use $1,000 a month? That's ridiculous. First of all, I'm like, the child support payments are ridiculous these days. But again, you don't know if they're using it for the child. So the thing, and I'm saying that, Jesus, I'm saying it for this reason. My dad told me that the reason he didn't support me and he didn't send me money is because he thought that my mom would take it and spend it on herself. He told me that he would not move back to our home state until I was old enough to where he wouldn't have to pay child support. Do you know how low that makes a child feel, even at 51 years old? To know that my daddy was responsible for $150 a month in child support. And he left me in the fucked up situation I was in because he hated my mama more than he loved me. At 51, I'm still struggling with that. At 51, I'm still struggling with that. I'm coming to grips to find out that I have daddy issues. I felt abandoned by my father. Do you understand me? When I tell you that it's not, I can count on my hand. I don't even need a full hand how many times my daddy sent me school clothes. Now, mind you, I went to my daddy's every summer. It wasn't a weekend thing because he lived out of state. But every summer, I knew where my daddy was, whatever. But my dad didn't support me. As an adult, I asked my daddy. I'm 40-something years old, and I asked my daddy, but you ate every day, but you didn't know I was eating every day. He said, well, I ate every day because I had a job. Well, how was I supposed to have a job, Daddy? I was a child. You know how hurtful that bullshit is? To have him double down on that. When I tell you, I do believe that there's a place for child support. But if you have two parents that is reasonable, I feel like keep the courts at your life, because once the courts get in it, it's hell to get them out of it. And you have to go by what they tell you to do with your own family. That's effed up, because the courts don't know your family. So they're going to go by a guideline, not by your specific family. So I feel like the best thing, that's why, again, I feel like it should take two parents to agree to whether you choose to bring a child into the world or not. It should take two signatures, not just one. Absolutely. And that will cut a lot of that down, because you know this child is coming. I think it will cut a lot of the child support issues down. It will cut a lot, because some people's forced into child support for children they didn't never want. They didn't want the mama. You think I want the children? Didn't want her. I don't think that's right. But if you agree to bring a child into this world, then yeah, you should agree. You have to support that child at all costs. You have to feed that child before you eat. My daddy told me he ate because he worked. You asshole. You asshole. That's why I'm right now having to teach myself to feel worthy. To encourage myself, to build myself, and even in spite of the fact if I have somebody else to build me, or if I have anybody else around or not, I have to do it for myself. And I say that I get nervous because everybody that was supposed to be responsible for me dropped me. Everybody that was supposed to be responsible for me dropped me. So I'm a little gun shy about people picking me up, trying to hold me, whether it's hugging or just hold. I'm a little gun shy about that. So yeah. But to have a parent double down, ugh, it is sickening. I know some child predators that they ain't been caught yet. Some parents do. That's why I said for them, I feel like lock them up. Some parents do use child support as a come up, as a hustle. Absolutely. Some parents use 9 times out of 10, it's the woman. Let's just call the thing a thing. 9 times out of 10, it's a woman. But some parents absolutely use child support as a come up. And I feel like they should be locked up and held accountable. Absolutely. That's child neglect. Because, like I said, I think it's different when you have a parent that's walking around here with gold on and brand new stuff, and your child look like they haven't even had a meal in days. They ain't had nothing new. All their clothes too small, the shoes too little. They filthy. The hair ain't never combed. There's something wrong. But your hair is done. Your nails are done. You got on nice shoes and nice clothes, and you go out to the club all the time, but your children ain't barely eating. Yeah, lock her ass up. Absolutely. And I say her because 9 times out of 10, we gonna tell the truth, shame the devil. It's a woman. That's why I say too, I believe it should take two parents to sign on the dotted line before you can actually have a child. That's what I like, Jesus. That's what I like. I like the different perspectives. That's why when I say I feel like it's safer coming on YouTube and getting the different perspectives for me versus being in the out and around people picking up on all their energies and different things like that, because it's a healthy thing to bounce stuff out, to hear different perspectives, because I know I can be one-sided, one mind. I could be like straight, nope, I believe this way, but I've never heard another side of it that sometimes it makes me say, oh, wait a minute, maybe that is, you hear me? So yeah, that's why I like this interaction. I love doing stuff like this. Yeah. Yep. That's why I say too, we have to give grace. We have to give grace because we never know what people have been through. We never know what people are going through. We never know where people come from. So we just have to give grace. But one thing about it, y'all see, when you subscribe to this channel, you subscribing to nothing but me. It's just me. I don't have anything to offer you. I don't have any expertise or anything. I don't have any specialties. I don't have any enough knowledge or understanding of anything where I can be an expert in anything. I don't have anything going on in my life. But what I have honesty. I have truth. I'm real. I give back. I don't just ask you for something and I don't give back. I try my best to give back as much as possible. Um, you're going to see the whole full side of me and whatever I offer, whatever I have. So again, y'all consider subscribing to my membership. Become part of the Paw Patrol. It's just 99 cents a month. Um, consider hitting that super chat, super thanks, super sticker, and you join the membership. I believe if you go to my description, and you should be able to tap on the in the description, and the membership button should be in there. The link should be in there. So consider joining the membership. Y'all see what a super chat or the super thanks is, what a dollar sign is. Hit the dollar sign. You can do a super chat, super thanks, super sticker. I think as low as 99 cents, y'all. That's it. I don't get any of the money until after I reach $100. If I don't reach $100, that don't come to me. It goes somewhere else. So, uh, y'all, but consider helping me. Consider helping to support me in that way. I'm not asking you to pay my rent. My rent is paid. My electric is paid. I got a $329 credit on my bill. Phone bill is paid. Thank you, Lord. My internet is paid. Do you hear me? I have a freezer full of food. I don't need any of that. I need you to help me by supporting my YouTube channel. If you watch me, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you double tap the screen when I come live. It's just like knocking on the door before you enter my door and start talking to me. Knock on my door. Push that like button. Not to see, well, let me see if I like you. I'm not asking you to see if you like me. Push the like button. Just say it. Hey, can I come in? That's what that is for me. I don't know what everybody else say that's for. That's what the like button says for me. So push the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I done been coming live at least once a day for the last 15 or so days because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can do the AdSense and get monetized on YouTube so that I can do more things, so I can become financially independent one day, so that I can, hopefully help more people, do more things, whatever the situation is. That's what I'm doing here, y'all. That's what I'm doing here. Consider helping a sister out. I do have Cash App. $ this is my therapy 123. Hit my Cash App up. For those that already have, I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all don't understand. That's how I was able to do the Ferris ride. That's how I was able to buy my tissue the other day. Mine's do too, Jesus. My finger, it automatically taps it. It automatically taps it. And if I go in there and I see something I don't like, I just exit out. But I push like because, again, when I come in to see, I see you put some work in it. If you didn't do nothing but turn on your screen, your camera, and start talking or whatever, you put some work in it. And if I watched it, I received something out of it, or I wouldn't have watched it. I received, whether it was the energy from it, whether it was the information from it, whether it was the entertainment from it, I received something. If at the least, it ain't gonna cost me nothing to subscribe. It ain't gonna cost me nothing to hit that like button, at the least. But people want to ask you, well, what do you get for 99 cents? Not a damn thing. You get to look at all this beauty. All this beauty for 99 cents. It's 99 cents. What are we talking about here? That's all I offer. That's it. And I come on here and run my mouth, and occasionally we might go do things. But again, I'm trying to get monetized so I can do things. I would love to take a trip. I would love to go to a restaurant and sit down and bring y'all live with me and y'all to tell me what food y'all want me to order. Why I want to do that, I don't know, y'all. There's a little tick tick boom up here. I would love to go sit at a restaurant and have y'all come live and suggest to me what to order, because my taste buds are very simple. So I don't venture out. I would love to do stuff like that. I have to have the money. So that's why I'm trying to get memberships. I'm trying to get monetized. I would love to do at least one Cash App drawing a week. At least one a week. But I have to be able to afford it. I would love to do at least one Feed the Hungry a month. At least one a month. Got to have the money to do it. And some people say, get a job. Well, at the time, this is my job. You can't tell me I don't work and have a job, because it says my estimated revenue. You get paid to do this. You just have to have a certain threshold, whatever situation is. So again, if you see anything in me, if I've said anything to spark any type of emotion in you, whether it was anger or happiness, whatever it was, help support me. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you double tap like Jesus do. Make sure you double tap the screen. Just one time. Don't double tap and then double tap again. That will unlike it. And that pisses me off when I see a unlike. Out of some reason, I got to call it out every time. Why somebody unlike my doggone thing? Why would y'all do that? I got to call it out every time. But I appreciate y'all showing up. I've only been on here for 1 hour and 15 minutes. When I say I feel like I've been on here about 3 hours, because I was already starting in a deficit. My energy was already in a deficit. I ate a little something, got a little energy back. So I'm like, okay, I feel a lot better. But I gave a lot more than I planned on today. But I appreciate it. I enjoyed it. You said Jill Scott is amazing. Don't you know I didn't really know anything about Jill Scott until that Tyler Perry movie, Why Did I Get Married? And I just started listening to her music when I made this playlist since I've been on YouTube. Knew none of her music. But I like what I know so far. Shut up. You didn't know Jill C. I didn't know her either. Didn't know it's a Tyler Perry movie, Why Did I Get Married? And I was like, why everybody talking about Jill Scott? Let me see who she is. And still never knew nothing about her music until I just started YouTube in January. So until sometime this year. But I love some of her music, what I've listened to so far. You said even views aren't hard if you support someone. Just keep them on and sleep. I don't know if I know what that means. Oh, I love Whitney Houston now. Whitney Houston, Luther Vandross, Boys to Men, or New Edition. And I'm not even a big music person. I don't know anything about music. Mind you, I was saved in the church when I was married. I hadn't been to church in probably over 15 years or so, something like that. Maybe I went to church and just let me try it out, but never, nothing like that. So, don't you know, the music I listened to was still the music. I had been divorced for about 10 years. I was still listening to the music, the CD that my ex-husband made me, the gospel music that my ex-husband made me, all that time, still listening to that. Never ever ventured out and found my own music. Didn't know nothing about it. That's why I'm just now finding Jill Scott's music. I'm just now finding the Ella May. Just not, I didn't know nothing about this stuff. I said I'm not adventurous at all when it comes to music. I am very, very old school and laid back and don't know nothing about music. You said her last one, I Look to You. Oh, Whitney is she's the queen now. Whitney's the queen. I think it was so unfortunate how she passed, and then her daughter, and then all that was just the most unfortunate thing. It was just so sad the way they talked about it, and the rumors and stuff is sad. Because she was a gift. She was a gift. She didn't even try. She didn't even try. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. She didn't get most of her respect and stuff, love until after she was gone. But that's how it is. That's how it is. I'm a firm believer. Give me my flowers today. Give me my flowers now. Give me my flowers now. Tell me that you appreciate me now. Don't wait till I'm gone for everybody to have a celebration and everybody do these tributes and everybody get together. Didn't nobody throw no parties for people when they was alive? What good does that do to people? It don't do nothing for nobody but the businesses. Because they get all the business that comes through when you throwing these big, huge parties and stuff for people. That don't benefit the doggone people you claim to love. Show them respect. You know, I got to take me some Advil. I got to take me some Advil. Yeah. That voice was unmatched. Hmm. And then people thought that because in her personal life, because she turned to, drugs or whatever situation is, that it gave you the right to, discount who she was and what she contributed to society, not just to black people, but to the world. We have to give more grace. I think grace is the word I'm hearing a lot of. We have to give more grace. You know. Anywho, I guess what time is it? I'm looking at that as if I can see the clock from over here. Shut up! It is 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. That's my favorite number. One, two, three, four is like one of my favorite angel numbers. So that was good to see that. That put a little smile on my face for some reason. I don't know why, but it put a little smile on my face. Okay, there it's 3:35 o'clock. Shut up. My Lord, Jesus is calling from the future. Jesus done came from the future. Shut your mouth. It is 12:30. Well, let me see. What is it? Now it's 12:35 p.m. Monday here. So it's afternoon. Right? That is so funny. And you're still up, Jesus. Why are you still up? You can't sleep. You're a night owl. Your time is about the time I usually wake up and get up and start my day. You said, does that mean you're older? Because time is mysterious, or because you... Oh, okay. Okay. See, usually I'll be waking up around this time, or around your time. Today I didn't get out of bed till after 7. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I barely went out and fed the my plants. I should have known. I think they told me that the people was going to come and cut the grass today. And now that I don't hear them, I think it was the other people. I think they're coming tomorrow. So now I done, look, now I got to put these things back up against the... Done knock my fly catcher over. Look, all my fly stuff gone, y'all. Look, wasted all my fly juice. Oh, wait. Wasted all my fly juice. Ain't nothing left but the flies. Juice just gone. Because all this stuff done fell over. Soaking it up through my plant. Ugh. Why my nerves is bad. Now, they say when your plant turn yellow like that, it means it's missing magnesium or something. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that, but ain't nothing I can do. On the potato plants, like this one was yellow down there. But whenever I see the potato ones turn yellow, I just pinch that piece off. Like down there, when it comes out some more, I'll just pinch it off. Oh, there you go. Because one person came up there, he's a gardener, he came up there and he said, yeah, you're not trying to grow leaves, so who cares about the... So I was like, okay, I'll just pinch them off. And they're continuing to grow. This one right here was down here somewhere just a few days ago. So they're growing. I don't know if I'm eating no french fries, y'all, but it's growing. But let me put this stuff back up, because if they cut the grass, it's just going to have to get grass everywhere. And it's just going to have grass everywhere. I already covered it up and missed all the sun. And these things are heavy too. Y'all bear with me for a second. And I have on a house coat, but I have this robe over it because I don't have anything under my house coat. TMI, but it is what it is. As if my back don't already hurt. But I have to get this vinegar off of here. You guys doing okay?
Yeah.
Good. That vinegar just gonna attract the doggone flies. Got a little trash to get rid of, not much. I have to take my trash out, so I'll do that a little bit later. Right now, I'm going back in and sitting back down and shutting my mouth. Okay, that's a little better. That's better. I gotta put this over here so the cats, I didn't realize the little baby cats come up in here too, so the little baby cat found their way up in here, so I have to try to block this to keep the cats out of here. I don't want them coming over here messing with my my plants. My you know, I don't want them digging it up. I don't want them squirting on it or spraying on it or whatever you call it. None of that. So I've never seen nobody come in this side, but that's usually what I had this here for. Now that I realize it, I forgot that fast. I had this one over here. So what I have to do is just put food over the patio. I have to put it out there for them. I'll still feed them if they come by, but I don't want them in here pissing and stuff on my doggone potatoes. Digging up my potatoes and stuff. No, sir. No. Anywho, thank you, Jesus, for hanging out with me. Jesus loves me, this I know. I appreciate you hanging out with me. It bless my soul. Because it's only been me and you most of this time. You said those cats are farmers? Yeah. They better farm over there. I know I got to take that trash out, don't I? I'm supposed to take it out too. You want me to tell you why I don't take it out? Well, why I haven't taken it out? Because my live will cut off sometimes. You already hear Jesus. You might as well go to the bathroom with me. Hold on a second. Why did I start laughing when I saw your laughy face? You already know what I was doing. I keep telling y'all my bladder's messed up. The doctor done cut my bladder. And even though that was 115 years ago, I still affected by that doggone little big bladder. I feel like I got a little baby bladder now. Feel like my bladder is a little bit too little for my body. So I said, I'm going to take you with me. But I am going to go throw this trash out, even though I need to take this robe. I hate to see people who normalize people going outside in robes. That is the most disrespectful, ghettoist, gutter type situation. He is fixing to be a part of it. It's either that or look at my titties. Don't nobody want to see no long titties hanging out. Nipples everywhere. Don't nobody want to see that. Nobody. Nobody wants to see that. Now, if it's going to cut off, it may like go out or lag or whatever when I get close to the trash. But when I start coming back, it'll come back on. So. This bottle been down there for 3 days. But yet we got maintenance walking around that picks trash. Lies. They want us to believe they walking around picking up trash. You walk around with a bucket and a picker upper. Look, all this trash out here. And they want me to believe they just came through here and picked it up. They want me to believe they want me to believe they came through here and picked up the trash. All lies. All lies. Do you understand me? Way around here. When I say I'm still mad about this is why my trash gets over full. I ain't coming out here till my trash can is stuffed. Do you understand me? My bag has to be stuffed because it's so far. Now, in the grand scheme of things, is this really far? No. I ain't talking about the grand scheme of things. Hold on, it's supposed to go out. You're going a little bit too fast to be going through a fucking parking lot. Woo! Now I want to make me out of a liar. Didn't even go out that time. Now I want to call me a lie. Oh, they do be pretending. They definitely be pretending. I know I used to walk around and pick up the trash early in the morning. Didn't nobody know. And then one time I overslept and was picking it up right before the office opened. and they saw me doing it. The owner of the apartments was impressed. He sent his niece over to tell me that he likes me. Was I interested? However, the perpetrate perpetrate don't never pick up no trash. But however, the maintenance guy that was paid to pick that crap up, he kept eyeing me. I didn't know they had nobody to pick it up. I didn't know that. I wasn't trying to step on his feet. He would eye me down and look me down. One time, me and him had a cussing match. I didn't realize. I think he thought that I was taking his job or saying that he wasn't doing a good job, which he wasn't. I didn't know we had nobody to pick up the trash. I ain't never seen nobody pick up trash. Um. So yeah.